Howdy doodly do.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Mark?
All right, yourself?
I'm just going live. I have no idea if people can hear us. I need someone to shout out if we can hear us. I literally clicked the go live button a second ago.
Yeah.
But
Well, we appear to be showing on the stream at the very least.
cool.
I can see pictures of things.
I can see people chatting. Mike says you can hear us loud and clear.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody? How are you, Mark? You fine?
Yeah.
Have you started
yourself?
drinking? Yes.
Not yet. Not yet. I was waiting to kick things off with the festivities.
I have a Neon Dream tropical brewdog to start things off. And I have
Okay.
a Christmas in Manhattan as well.
Mark is doing the repeater. What's the repeater? Echo on me. Okay. Why am I echoing, John?
It could be because you're coming out my speakers. I was wondering if I could fix that.
Hey, it's nothing to do with me, guys. I'm just talking into my microphone. It's all going through the hardware John's side.
I had to think about that.
Yeah? Think about it long and hard. I said long.
And hard.
Oh, yeah. Something black.
Headphones? Is Mark still echoing? Say something, Mark.
Hello. I might be still echoing. I'm not entirely sure. Apparently I sound like a Slaanesh demon. Mark is echoing on John's side. Echo fixed, Mr. Mike Paints Red says. Awesome.
Man.
Wonderful. That's due to everything I did. John didn't do anything to fix that whatsoever. It's all down to me. I fixed the problem personally.
I'm not entirely sure how much hobbying I'm doing tonight, by the way.
That up. Oh, that's fine. I'm not planning on doing much of any hobbying, to be fair. Hello, Tony.
Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Tony. How are you?
I'm very good. Yourself?
Yeah. I have that Brewdog beer that you bought a while ago, right?
Oh,
Neon Dream.
Yeah.
I just got it because it had the 80s style can, and we love 80s on this channel.
I have got a Brewdog beer for tonight. The one I went with was Candy Kittens.
So I did something similar to what somebody else in chat has already said this evening. I picked up a small espresso martini cocktail bottle from M&S shopping the other day, and
Well, that's going to last like 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Espresso
Are we
martini
streaming
is.
yet, or are we still not yet?
We are live.
We're live. We're talking. Yeah.
I was going to say not too much is going on as of yet. We're just starting.
Yep.
I did say to James he could swing past if he wanted to.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I did have one other thing to say.
my
Yeah,
little
at some point in the stream, Mark, are you still planning on doing some sort of presentation?
Yeah. Absolutely. I got like a little half-hour thing to run. It's basically a little background video to run. So hopefully it won't be. Well, it might be quite small. It might not be massively easy to see on the screen, but yeah, we can deal. You can move things around as we need to. I'm sure.
Have you guys seen this before?
Mr. Black.
That looks dangerous.
It's coffee liqueur.
Oh, this smells good.
And I've had it before, like the regular Mr. Black, and it's amazing. But this is a coffee liqueur with coconut rum in it, right?
Okay.
And I had a double yesterday, like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's the holidays, and why not? Why would you not have a double when someone bought your bottle?
After kids.
But I was like, you cannot taste any alcohol in this whatsoever. I was like, that's so dangerous, because it just tastes like a really sweet coffee, like yeah, I don't know, just a really nice sweet coffee. And I was like, man, I could literally drink the whole bottle. You don't taste the alcohol at all.
Well, once
So
the
I'm going to crack into this
martini's
shortly.
done, I'm going to be going on this for a little while.
Okay, let's see who's all in chat, because there's a million people here. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
I'm just getting onto it now. This. Hi, Benjamin.
It's good to say, should we go back to the very start? We started with
Right, what am I
AHOC,
having
JT
first?
Money,
That's got a bit
Martin.
I'm
of
having a
it.
Space Hulk first because I like the name.
That's fair.
Space Hulk. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's called a Space Hulk.
You've had it before, haven't you?
I have. It's the only one out of the 4 beers that I bought here that I've had before.
Okay.
So I thought I'd start with one that I've had before and then
Do you remember if you like it,
get
or do you remember if
progressively
you
more
hate it?
stupid as the night went on.
Okay, fair.
Okay. There was a lot of people saying about your sound issues. We're fixed there. JT Money, hello. Wolfden, hello. Sellers, Exo, Brock, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Benjamin,
Fancy seeing you all
Living
here.
Ghost, Marcus. Marcus is drinking Flying Dog Brewery Double Dog, which is 12%, and Raging
Nice.
Bitch, which is 8.3%. Both IPAs, and only drinking Raging Bitch because I've pointed at the name of the beer at a bar when a lady got super.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good reason to drink it, right?
Brock says Happy New Year from 2024. I take it you're ahead of us then.
Oh, is Brock New Zealand or Australia? I'm sure it's Australia.
Yeah, there's a few,
Well, a few
people in the
places by
community
now.
who've done that.
Speargrass, hello from New Zealand. Yeah, Europe's an hour ahead of us, aren't they? So they're going to get it in like half an hour or 15 minutes now. Crispy Delicious, happy. Hello, what's up? Yeah, Brock is Australian. I thought so. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
I thought I'd do some hobby tonight. So I'm like, because I'm really current with the meta.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You
That's,
are-
that's what you're
3
known
kits
for.
that I thought about I'm going to build, or however far I get. So I've got a Tech Marine with servitors,
Oh,
Cool.
cool. Plastic?
scouts,
Uh-huh.
Old
and
scouts.
a land speeder storm.
Okay, I thought I'd
Nice.
maybe make
Okay.
one Terminator in this entire stream, so if you get through all that, I'll be
I
feeling
won't get
very
through all that.
inadequate.
Last year I built a land raider.
All of which are legends, except the old scout. You can use as scouts, I suppose.
Yeah, depends on how you build them though, isn't it?
Oh, did you see the preview earlier that GW did? What's going on made to order? Tony.
No?
Oh, for the
A
crap.
land speeder Tempest.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I missed
no.
that. I
That
saw-
closed off land speeder with the assault cannon nose is going on.
Oh, is that the
made to
flying
order.
one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I want one of those because I've
Alo-
got one. And I want
alongside
two.
Alongside the 2 getting started with Warhammer Old World boxes. They've shown off.
Well, they also sort of stealth announced the release date, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they announced an event where you can to celebrate the launch.
Yeah, at Warhammer World on the 20th of Jan, I think they said.
Yep.
For the
Which
old
makes
world.
sense because they said that the the pre-orders that went live for all the Scorpion Kill Team stuff that sold out in 10 minutes are being released and shipped on January the 13th. So it makes sense it'll be a week later than that.
They're relentless with the new releases, man. I kind of fancied the old world, but it's just like time and money, man.
I'm never going to get to it. I'll be
No,
honest
that
with
was
you.
my thought. I might not get to it.
I have
yeah,
just
I've-
dropped 100 quid on ordering some epic models for when they bother to
Jesus.
ship.
I don't know if this is going to come across, but There's some like the worst pixelization on this picture I've ever seen on a picture ever.
It's not too bad.
It really is.
I mean, on our camera, it looks fine.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see it
not
okay.
too bad on our camera, but to be
It's
fair,
not coming through.
yours
But,
are running
yeah,
at
digital
lower
artifact.
resolution.
This is what happens when you get like 100 pixel square picture and blow it up to A5.
Is that Michael?
I've never seen anything quite so bad. Jesus, the inside instructions are just as bad as well. This one might come across a little bit better, but like the lines are like dotted, where they've got that aliasing going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen those before on the older kits.
Jesus, I haven't built one of
I've
these
seen
for a
them
long
in a
time.
while, thank God.
Gives you a lot of transfers, though, none of which for Blood Angels.
No, that's a shame. I've got a drawer full of transfers that I keep putting in there, planning to use it one day, and it just keeps getting
I love
fuller and fuller.
transfers. It's got Raptors, Sallies, but not Blood Angels, because nobody plays Blood Angels.
Yeah. Off the back of the shit that I bought at Warhammer World though the other day, I did get these out of my cabinet to start working out what magnets go where and whatnot, and what polarities they all are, so I could make sure the weapons all magnetize in correctly.
If I was painting models, I'd be putting on transfers before I even started painting it. But then you paint over the transfer. That doesn't make sense.
Sounds a bit wrong way around, mate. I'd say.
Living Ghost didn't like the old world size. What do you mean by that? The size of the box, or
the size of the release, the size of the bases?
Don't know. Sorry, don't quite know what you mean.
The size of the website, because you can zoom in and out of the website if the size of the website was too much of a problem for you. I'm just being, I'm very sensible now.
Right, I've got to find some tools.
I'll
take some of those transfers off your hand if your draw's too full. There you go. Living Ghost will sort you out.
It's not too full, but if people need stuff, then drop me a line. I'll see if I can sort people out.
I've got a filing cabinet over there, which has got various factions filed in there.
Yeah.
Although I'm running out of some, and I don't know. Did the Forge World transfer sheet for Blood Angels go off sale? Because I think I might need another one of those.
It might have done for a while, but I'm not sure if it's off sale or on sale now, to be fair. Let's have a quick look. In terms of the transfers that I've got, it's mainly Blood Angels and Space Marines with a side helping of a couple of sprues, a couple of pages of Knights, some pages of Eldar stuff.
Nice.
All the things I've bought and collected, strangely enough.
I never throw transfers away. I've got even for
same.
weird factions that I'm never going to collect, because you never know when they'll come in handy.
The Blood Angels Legion transfer sheet is still on sale, but it is £22.
I'll put it up by a couple of quid then.
Yeah. And
it was always expensive, but it is quite good.
It is enormous and has got loads of stuff on it. So, yeah. I can see
I bought one a long time ago and it's still doing me fine. So, hello. Is that your end or John's end?
My end. Me notoriously for all the kids I don't have.
Well, they might be cheering in you, I don't know, outside your house or something.
It's entirely possible. Yeah, I mean, through the closed window right here. Yeah. No, it's not my.
I don't know the quality of your soundproofing.
That's reasonable. There was fireworks earlier, but
it's
kind of stopped for now. I'm sure it'll kick off in another.
I'm waiting for my little one to wake up.
Or so.
Who else have we still got coming in? James Richard says it's sticking around, he reckons, with the transfer sheet. Mark Jackson says happy birthday. Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
New Year, one or the other.
What do you think about plastic solar auxilia? For heresy.
I think they look amazing.
Because obviously you can use them as guard for normal guard, I'd imagine. I can't see that being any kind of.
I'm hoping they'll be amazing, because the old resin ones were fantastic. Aridend, does Forge still sell the Land Raider
and Rhino
combo kit?
They never did.
They do. It's at Warhammer World. I've got one up there actually that I've never got around to building, and one day I'm going to do an unboxing of it and actually build it.
Oh, apparently I've got an echo again now. Oh, fuck's sake!
I can't hear it on the call.
All right, we'll have to wait for John to get back from whatever he was doing to fix it if the echo's back in. No, the Warhammer World, the box with the Land Raider, Command Land Raider, and Primaris Rhino was a Warhammer World store exclusive that I think they sold around a couple of other places.
But yes, they do still sell it.
I'm not sure £90 for the re-release of that old edition of Space Marines and Tyranids box pack is a good price.
A lot of people seem quite upset by that one, but for once I wasn't that bothered. It seemed quite, because like the scenery is a big old honk of plastic. Let's say that's worth 20 quid. A tactical squad's what?
It's probably worth
quid?
30, 35 quid.
35
10.
quid. So we're at 50 quid. Then you've got some, 10 Gene Stealers? That's probably another 20 quid these days.
I think it's like 7 or 8 G-Stealers, but still.
Yeah, some Termagants and some random other crap. It felt like 90 quid's worth of stuff.
Okay.
You could argue that they're old kits and they should be discounted.
But if they're making them fresh and special for this run, then you can understand why they.
Yeah. So I didn't think it when I didn't know what the price was, and I saw people getting really upset by it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is going to be something daft." But I think it's the same price as they charged for the Old Enemies one. Do you remember the Dark Eldar Space Marine one?
Yeah,
and that
sure.
was rubbish because that didn't have the bloody plastic trees, but also didn't have the kit to make the sergeant or anything out of the tactical squad.
But I also can't help but compare it to, say, Leviathan for 120 quid and the amount of stuff you get in there.
Yeah, but that's that's not really a reissue collector's thing, is it?
No, true. That's like.
And nobody's going to be buying a load of really old models.
The amount of those.
Because they need a tactical squad.
Yeah, it's true.
Or 8 Gene Stealers. You're buying it because you want the old crazy crap.
Yep.
In all honesty, the only reason I haven't bought it, and I did buy Old Enemies, is because I've still got my Imperial Pilot and scenery and stuff, and I know where it all is. It's not lost. So I thought, well, I'm not going to buy another one because
that's fair enough.
I need it.
No real need. Yeah. What are you guys all up to this New Year's Eve? Call us out in chat. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what you're drinking. Tell us what you're hobbying, if anything, or if you just got us on in the background while you, I don't know, sit somewhere else and read or do something actually interesting.
Just catch up on the chat. Where would you recommend getting BA transfers? Your best bet is either eBay and places like that, or there is the new BA transfer sheet from Forge World, but it's Legion style, so they're a little bit different.
Yeah, it's technically Horus Heresy era, but it's beautiful transfers, to be fair.
Surrey A says you can't use Solar Auxilia as guard because they're on 32s. I didn't know that. They're still pretty, though. Marcus got into an argument in a GW store who says they never produce Crimson Fist transfers. All that Assault and Black Reach transfers beg to differ that I have just walked out. Oh, yeah, I remember Black Reach was a great box set. That was a really good box set.
Which one was that one?
What you guys think of the new Dark Angel stuff?
What do you think of the new
Dark Angels, Mark?
I think fluff-wise, it's interesting. I think in terms of models, then it's nice that they're getting shiny new refreshes. I also don't really have any particular interest or care in them. I love the idea of this whole special new inner circle, super exclusive, don't talk to anyone bodyguard thing, which is clearly redeemed Fallen, being brought back by the line when he returned. And I love where that could go. That could be quite interesting fluff-wise, but it's still always up in the air whether or not GW decide to take the plot threads that they've written and run ahead with them, or they have their sculptors make some models and then get told to the fiction writers, "Hey, we've made these models. Write us some fluff and stories about the models we've just made." So
I think there's a bit of both going on.
Yeah, whether there's a grand plan or not on where they're taking the fluff, who knows at this point.
I quite like them. In fact, I'm going to go further than that. So I really like those new Dark Angels.
I still want to get a Lion model. I haven't got around to it because it's not been a priority, obviously. But
no, I haven't got a Lion. I have got a Killer one, but only because he came in the. Was it? It wasn't Imperium. Was it Imperium the last one?
Yeah. So that you would have received that a few weeks ago now.
Oh, a long time ago now. Yeah. So it's sitting in a box.
Yeah.
I will get the Lion eventually. To be honest, I really like those new models. I like them enough that box of Terminators and things is a temptation. But I really need more Space Marine chapters like a hole in the head.
Yeah, that's fair. You right, John?
Yeah, we're trying to get Michael to settle because my wife really wanted to hang out in here tonight. And he's woken up like 4 or 5 times already tonight.
Yeah. I think I might be in the same boat at some point. Cool. James Richard just thinks they missed the mark. There's not that much nostalgia for 4th edition. I quite liked 4th edition. I like 3rd edition more, but 4th edition was all right.
What's it,
A couple of people looking forward to the terrain. They might reissue the Dark Vengeance box. If they reissue that, I'll definitely get a copy because I've lost a couple of the models out of that, and that was a spectacular box.
Which
that
one
was the
that
6th and 7th, wasn't it? Mike's still working on the Thunderhawk. I'm not drinking as he's quit drinking. Good for you, Mike. I'll drink for you as well.
I think that, I was going to say the Thunderhawk has driven him to quit drinking.
The Thunderhawk. I reckon it took me 100 hours to do mine.
All told, building and painting.
Yeah. I reckon so. And I was working quick. James Gibbs finished watching Bond. Which one, James? And now he's painting the Intercessors. 2D6 is working on Lamates and having a Stella. We can't win them all. Jason's grilling some steak. Lucky boy.
Nice.
What's we got? Good grief. I'm genuinely struggling to keep up with this. Shane's working on Gazcarl. Bolt and Chainsaw do a decal project where you can print loads of stuff. I didn't know that. I keep meaning to buy some decal paper and do some of my own. Jason's drinking gin and tonic.
Yeah, I've heard about people
playing
printing
War
their own
Thunder.
transfers.
And I think a 12-year-old Dalmore's probably a whiskey.
Sounds like it.
Living Ghost, sad the Dark Angels lost to Flails. Yeah, they were cool. James feels bad for anyone who picked up the line with 3 random Blade Guard.
Why?
Maybe they didn't want 3 random Blade Guard. This is there's new Dark Angels on the way. Yeah, you still want Blade Guard, don't you?
Yeah, Blade Guard aren't bad.
Lace says Happy New Year from Australia. It's about 10 a.m. here. Jesus Christ.
This makes perfectly sense.
Eternals upset they've locked the line to Dark Angels. Seriates are going back to metal models for Old World. That is spectacular. I much prefer metal to Finecast any day.
Well, the preview they did earlier showed that there was going to be a mix of stuff in plastic and a bunch of stuff in Forge World resin for some of the models. So
Forge World resin's all right. It's just the other one's awful.
To be slightly fair to it, it's gotten better in its execution over the years. But
yeah,
Forge World
better.
Resin
But it's hardly difficult to get better than what it was.
That's perfectly true. Yep. Can't argue with that.
Blah, blah, blah. Living Ghost says we should get Angron instead. I would like to get some World Eaters, but not Angron because I hate that model.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you check out the winners of the Best Model of the Year competition?
I did. Lion won, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I thought Farsight was better, to be honest.
I'm impressed that we ganged together and we managed to get Dante into the top 10. I was quite chuffed with that. He was at number 8.
James Gibbs says a reissued Dark Vengeance a couple of years ago. I don't remember that. Still trying to keep up with this.
Miles says there's not enough
Mike's
drinking
on
going
120 hours now. Sorry, John, didn't catch that.
Miles says there's not enough drinking going on. I'm trying to put a 2-year-old to bed without...
Not enough drinking, okay.
Painting metallics, yeah, it does take a bit.
Fine. Well,
Forge World is the reason
this is pretty concentrated espresso martini, thank you very much. And I don't want to go fucking arse over tits quite so quick.
James Richards likes Japanese lager. I like Japanese lager as well.
Why don't you want to go straight over tits? You only got an hour to drink, Mark.
Have we?
Yeah.
Really? What? We're going to log off literally at midnight when the bell tolls and all that?
I was going to say, I mean...
For any longer than midnight. It's like, right, midnight, Happy New Year, we're off, we're done. Yeah, so 1 hour. That's it.
I was going to say, yeah, sure. Is that the plan?
No. This is your stream, mate. We can go for as long as you want.
Mark Jackson promised his wife he wouldn't do any more hard stuff, so he's drinking local IPA. It's a big step up from heroin.
If we're not on for at least the further half hour, if not hour after midnight, I'll be surprised.
Andrew Bitterlock, I'm painting up a 32mm base tactical squad. Very nice.
Especially depends on how wasted you get, John, because you've got quite merry in previous years.
Yeah, I know I have got quite merry. I'm just... this 2-year-old is doing my head in tonight, man.
Can you trade it in? Get a new one?
We're talking about children here.
Yes. I mean, yes. We're talking about children. I got to watch my my One Christmas DVD earlier tonight, and I enjoyed it very much so, but we had like 6 interruptions from children. So, you know.
I've been so far, touch wood, quite lucky tonight. I put the little one to bed a few hours ago, and he hasn't yet woken up.
So today, while waiting for all this to kick off and happen, I've been playing a bit of WoW, getting back into that since 1.2 because I haven't played it since 1.2 dropped, so that I can run some dungeons with you and maybe your wife, John.
Yes.
And watching the Scott Pilgrim series on Netflix.
Is it Michael Cera or is it animated?
It is animated, but every member of the voice cast is back for voicing all their characters.
Oh, that's good. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great.
The movie is the series is different to the movie. It takes a different sort of like alternate turn, and it's a lot more wholesome and less cringy in a number of ways to the film. So I was all there for it. I loved it.
So
super chats.
Yeah, James is looking forward to the Primaris Sangre Garden 2024. Which
yeah, all right, okay.
I hope they do because the current Primaris, the current Sanguinary Guard are my least favourite Blood Angels models.
Yeah,
they're probably the oldest, bar maybe. Well, I mean, maybe not the oldest, but they're getting pretty old at this point, aren't they?
Pretty old, yeah.
And Jason, you're dead on there. I mean, trying to get John, we've got to get John to watch Babylon 5 as one of the best sci-fi TV series in history. Absolutely.
Mark Jackson's grandkids are 16 and 18.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I was going to say, lucky you. You don't have
So,
to...
are you really old or are you really young? And that's a big problem. I'm not entirely sure which way that could go.
He was actually basically a child when he had his kids.
Mark Jackson's actually 30, and that was what makes it even more. No.
Yeah, I think that's why my wife's annoyed, because she was wanting to sit here and play WoW tonight.
Oh, okay.
And little one has decided that, for whatever reason, he's cottoned on that she can leave the room after he's asleep now. And, he doesn't like that. So
Right, okay.
Hey, Jacob, how you doing?
Hey.
So, I don't know how many units of alcohol I'm going to drink tonight, but I'd say yes, we will be here
get through.
Beyond 10 o'clock. No, sorry, 10 o'clock? Yeah, I'm discombobulated. We'll be here beyond midnight.
No. Like you said, we're only here for another hour, and that's it. Why did you say that?
Why did I say that? No, I'm just discombobulated now.
Fair enough, no worries.
I actually slept in today because my daughter was up super late last night. So I don't know. I think she's been holding out to get the iPad if I can't be bothered to get her to sell. So she said to me tonight, she's like, "Daddy, can I stay up late and watch the iPad?" I was just like, "No, just go to sleep. Come on, just go to sleep." March 52.
They're going to wake you up at 6 a.m. or something in revenge tomorrow morning.
Probably. They'll try. It's fine. I'll just go on the cross trainer and sweat out all the alcohol. That's usually a good plan, right?
More power to you, mate.
But I thought tonight I would build one of these new Terminators from Leviathan, because I haven't built any of them yet. Just to see
very nice.
What they're
while
like
you're doing that,
to the
while
old
this
ones.
is going on, shall I start?
Yeah, why don't you do your half an hour thing or whatever it is?
Yeah.
So how hold on, is it a slideshow or is it a video? What is it? How do I put it on the screen so people...
It's a video file. I'll share the screen and it'll be running in the background for about a half hour. And it's a video file of a slideshow because I figured that's how I was going to do it earlier.
Okay.
I'm
excited to see this because you've been talking about it.
Position this so
and not telling any of you what the fuck it is.
Okay.
There's no audio. It's just visual only.
Living Ghost says he wants to be a dad. You're making me envious. It's all song and dance and fun and games until it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was going to say no one's getting any sleep.
And absolutely nobody's getting any sleep.
That? Were we happy with how that's
I
looking?
can see that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, let's get it running.
Scott says Happy New Year's Day from Australia, so cool.
So in February, Tony took the initiative to create a channel on the Blood Angels Discord, which is a community where we've got... If you're watching this YouTube channel, you might not know that there's a BAC Discord, and there's a whole load of Blood Angels chat goes on in there. And there's a modelling channel, there's a painting channel, there's advice channel, there's feedback channel, there's a showcase channel. And back in February, Tony started up the showcase channel, and people have been posting all the models that they're really proud of over the last year. And so I've taken a lot of those pictures, mainly Blood Angels focused, over the last year. Not all of them. I've chosen a few here and there. And I just want to show off what you lot have done over the last year, because there's some wonderful models here. All the work you've been doing, all the art you've been making, everything that's up for your hobby. This is a celebration of everything you, the Blood Angels Commander community, has done over the last year. So props to you. And if you see your model pop up on the screen over the next half hour, shout out in chats, claim it as yours. And yeah, this is some cool hobby stuff that people have done over the last year.
There has been some absolutely
in our community.
spectacular paint jobs done in there.
To be fair, To Hit to Wound has an unfair sharing in this showcase video because To Hit to Wound, this is not quite the To Hit to Wound show, but there's a lot of this stuff.
Quite a few of these.
There's some awesome stuff in here, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the idea is just to have this going on as a background, as a bit of inspiration for Blood Angels things. And
James is asking if we're staying up drinking till midnight Pacific, which would be 8 a.m. or
unlikely.
No.
Or time.
The short answer to that one.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever been sober enough at 8 a.m. to be drinking on New Year's. Not once in my life.
When are you guys going back to work?
3rd.
Yeah, I'm not back till 8. Like, I got a whole other week.
Lucky you.
Very nice.
I get nothing planned this week, so, well, yeah, nothing planned. So it should be a few days of laziness, which will be nice.
I'm back at work on Tuesday.
James says Alan's a joyous little boy and I'm blessed. And he's right. He is a joyous little boy. Especially every time he sees James Gibb, he just bursts out laughing. Like uncontrollably laughing until James comes out of eye shot. And then if James comes back into eye line, he just starts laughing again.
Okay.
Oh, you son.
Which means that James inspires my child to just giggle uncontrollably, which is hilarious. I love that bike captain is.
Super chat from Mike Paints Red. What do you all want to achieve in the hobby in 2024? So James Gibb, in his infinite inspiration, has suggested a channel on the Discord for 2024 resolutions. So if you want to see what people are resolving to get done in 2024 with regards to the hobby, go and pop into Discord, take a look, post your own resolutions, have a look.
I thought that was a cool idea, having...
I thought it was a cool idea. But John, I've noticed you haven't put anything in it. And I mean, as you've just had a super chat, you really should answer.
Well, mine would be to win a GT. That would be my resolution. But I don't. I mean, that's not one that. That's what I've been trying to do for like 3 years now.
And everything you do feeds into that, so it's perfectly fair as a goal. Yeah,
that is the
goal. Having a goal that's easy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would like a tangible goal, like like I could say, like finish my heavy intercessors, but I'm confident I will finish them. So. I guess have that unachievable goal of try and finally win a damn GT. Not telling says I was promised a drunk command. I mean,
give it time. You've only been on the stream for what 20 minutes so far.
How about this? Let's change up the rules slightly. And every time John mentions winning a GT, we all have to drink.
Oh God.
I got some of these cocktails online, by the way. These are really nice. I don't know if you've seen them.
How many events are you likely to go to in 2024, John? And what's the next one you got booked, if any?
I haven't booked the one in March yet because money, but I think I'm going to do the one in March. And then... I don't know. I was like, I could maybe do one in the summer. Maybe I mean, I'll do at least 2 GTs. I might be able to wangle a third one, but it depends on how much traveling's involved, right?
That's fair.
Because it's hard to be away from home overnight at the moment with the kids.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my limit. In that there'll be 2 in the town that I live in. I'll probably definitely do those 2. Whether or not I do one out of town is probably 50-50. We'll have to see what the kids are being like.
Fair
Are you planning on winning any of those?
I mean, I'd like to. I was saying on my stream last night, apparently I've had a vitamin deficiency for a while. I just found out about.
Shit.
Oh, come on. That's racing driver excuses, that is.
No.
Sorry, guys. I didn't win because I've got a vitamin deficiency.
And that caused me to roll a 1 on a D6, where I'd have won a game on a 2 or more.
It's been giving me... It's apparently one of the side effects is being irritable for things and like
what
having
a sorry, rolling dice.
For how long have you been suffering from this?
Probably like a year. I just didn't know I had it.
How old are you?
40.
Okay, well there we go.
But I have noticed that now that I've got it under control, like my mood has been significantly better. Like
You're thinking a bit more clearly and things like that.
well, yeah, just don't. I'm back to where I was before, where shit just didn't bother me. You know, like I wouldn't get upset about anything. So that's good.
He did say about winning his GT though, so we should probably see these off.
Oh, finish your drinks. I'm gonna.
I'll finish.
I've got coffee liqueur. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get more beer up here actually.
Paint Dante as a centerpiece show model before the 10th of the 31st month, 2024. Okay, well, fair enough. All right.
Campbell says I need to paint a model of my wet palette. How dare you, Campbell? I actually don't know where my wet palette has gone to, by the way.
That is disgusting, that is. And I bought you oil paints for Christmas as well.
Well, I know where they are because I just got them.
Yeah. So I've now stepping up by 0.2%, and I'm going with Mad Squirrel Aztec Mountain IPA.
Cool. So I'm signed up for 2 tournaments so far. One of them's a Warhammer one at the first weekend of February in Birmingham, where I live, or near where I live, where I will get to meet the inestimable Mr. James Gibb for the first time, unless he bails or I bail, which is may or may not happen, but probably won't.
Is this James's serious tournament you're doing?
It's a one-dayer.
Yeah, but serious one day.
Still be serious if it's one day,
This
right?
is a serious one-day Battlefield Birmingham 2K thing. I think they hit the player cap at 48, and they were seeing if they would raise it. I don't know if they've raised it or not.
Is this the one you wanted my Vindicators for?
Yeah, and the Redemptors. Yeah.
We're in process. Look, they've both got hazard stripes on now.
Awesome. I've got my pile of how do I do this? Models to be painted for that army over sort of here-ish on my painting desk.
Hey,
next to the Lego Tallneck that I've just finished building.
Can I ask a question about the new Terminators?
You can ask.
The ones that are... Did they release like a standalone kit, like not part of...
Yes.
So
not
monopose.
It's got a heavy flamer and some of the bits.
Yeah, and then they've done a multi-part kit as well.
And
which
and chain fist bits and so on.
And I'm assuming that the shoulder pads in that kit aren't baked onto the arms. Is that correct?
I don't know, actually.
Well, the picture for the sprue will be on the website, so we can load it up and take a look.
Yeah, I've got them in there. If you can't find it, I'll go and get the kit.
No, that's right. Won't take me a second to Google.
Right, I'll catch up on the stream while we're doing this.
Yeah, you do that.
Gary says hello from Northern Ireland. Right back at you.
Hello, Northern Ireland. Excuse me.
Okay, so Turkey says there's a physical aspect to winning a GT. Those days are long. Don't say anything, John. I don't want to see this pint off. I've just poured it.
You're absolutely right. That's why I'm only doing a one-day rather than a two-day, because last time I did a two-day in 2022.
James Richards, I am, because I'm current in the meta, and you know how up to date I always am with what's the latest and greatest. I'm doing a land speeder storm.
Yeah, can confirm shoulder pads are separate as normal shoulder pads.
Nice,
as you'd expect on the sprue.
Happy New Year to Pana in Greece. Happy New Year to Joseph. I love how you guys are bashing at me for having a vitamin deficiency, and the guys in chat are like, "Yeah, John, those are hard days. You're right that you're wrong." You know, like we got the best fans in the world in here, don't we? Or
they're a lot nicer than I am,
obviously. The second tournament I've signed up for is a Star Wars Unlimited tournament in April.
Oh, cool! And when does that come out? March.
It comes out like the first weekend of March. I think the pre-release weekend is like the last weekend of February or something.
So everyone will be quite green in that tournament. So that should be pretty fun, actually.
That'll be a lot of fun, right?
It will be 6 weeks after launch. So unless you've got all the money in the world, you won't be able to field the deck that you want to build. Unless you.
That'll be quite fun.
So it'll be.
Living Ghost is going to win a local strongman competition if John wins a GT.
Excellent.
Mark Jackson's wife is sadly battling breast cancer, so he's not doing any GTs or RTTs. But he might go to War Games Live because he's his buddy. Mark, we did you've mentioned about your wife before, and I hope she's doing well.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been a bit quiet lately, but we are all here if you ever want to talk about it. You can hit us up on the
tough,
DM.
man.
James, it's vitamin D deficiency, given how sunny it is in Scotland.
Yeah. James is not allowed to put any Primaris heads on those Terminators.
Oh, she's just giving me an idea. Who said that?
Nobody.
James Richards.
Said what? Said nothing. What? Moving on. Vitamin deficiency. Where was the last thing I heard?
Marcus, the Geiger counter needs another drink. Someone please say GT.
Oh, Christ.
Hold on a minute. Oh, I was going to say on the rule on the little notepad thing. They really that helmet there.
Hey,
I mean,
what?
Games Workshop have almost leaned into this Primaris head on a Terminator, haven't they? Look at that one.
It's a lot more Primaris. I really like the new kit actually.
To be fair, now that they've gone to the point of redoing Space Marines into new scale rather than just make new Primaris weird stuff,
yeah,
I'm really happy with the stuff they've been churning out. Like,
really like a lot of the new kits.
Yeah,
apart from the
they must have
Desolation
made that
Marines, they were
like 2 or
garbage.
3 years ago, but
yeah. Paniotists L says Happy New Year from Greece.
Yeah,
getting all around the world. James is trying to find a second edition metal paperwork land speeder on eBay. No luck. No, I would like one of those, but I haven't got one. I've got the resin remake of it, but not the metal ones. Highland's joined us.
hey,
These new Terminators are kind of a funny scale when you compare them with the metal ones, aren't they?
oh yeah,
They are. They look quite funny next to each other.
He barely even comes up to his elbow.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Well,
That is. The plastic ones aren't quite as bad next to them because I've been running the new ones against the old Assault Terminator kit.
They're sort of in between, aren't they?
Yeah.
fair enough.
Mark says his wife's doing great, which is brilliant to hear.
Oh, good to hear. Good to hear.
Gary says if you put a Primaris head on a Terminator, he's going to quit 40k.
I've already done it, Gary. These guys flame. I think it looks great.
When we go to Scotland, I'm going to find it and I'm going to melt it.
After I stomp on it.
Where is it? It looks good.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does not. It looks like a travesty.
It's awful. Marcus, I'm wearing the heaviest armor possible, so naturally I take a half helmet. I love Warhammer, never change. It's exactly. It's why one of the main reasons I hate aggressors is they've got that massive shot trap that's curved around the back of the head. So if you miss the shooting them in the head, you'll hit the thing at the back, and it will ricochet and hit them in the back of the head. It's like make it more likely to kill them. It's the stupidest design. So stupid, I just can't get past it, which is why I still don't own any
makes
aggressors.
sense on the Inceptors for the whole coming down from orbit sort of thing, but for aggressors, it doesn't make
They're
that
just
much sense.
so ridiculous.
I mean, they were clearly trying to make them into Primaris Terminators, and
nobody liked them
compared to normal Terminators.
Dreadful model.
Put it away.
So, don't show us that. We don't want to see that.
Looks good, man. You're just
a family show.
I don't get why you don't like it. What's wrong with it?
It's just.
Oh, dear.
It will look better when we come up a visit and douse it in kerosene and set it on fire.
I mean, I was going to say, if you want your testicles intact, you probably best not do that.
I might consider that a fair price to pay.
I was going to say price worth paying.
Destroy that abomination.
All right, well, Gary's quit 40k, so that's going to be one person less watching the stream. Thanks, Gary. Have a good evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, I guess. Now you mention it, though, I mean, I've got this other guy right here with a hole that looks right for a Primaris head, honestly.
Oh, don't you dare.
James carved off the hood from his Gravis captain, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I mean, I like making conversions.
I like conversions. I just don't like that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conversions are one thing. Unnatural corruptions of the holy form are something else entirely.
Okay. Whew.
Have you got any snazzy rock music or weird synth music going on in the background this stream?
No, I do not.
Fair enough. Because I wouldn't be hearing it anyway, and I've got no idea.
No, you guys wouldn't be able to hear it, sorry. And apparently I echo. But, oh well.
Right. This whole espresso martini mini cocktail thing is gone, so time for the hard liquor.
As I say, you're going to get a proper drink for a grown-up.
Espresso martini is actually like dangerously good, right?
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
You literally finish it in like 2 mouthfuls and it's like 20% alcohol.
It took a little bit longer than that. Let's be fair.
Jeff says the Primaris helmet is proof that God has abandoned humanity. Oh my god. I didn't think people would get so upset about it. I don't know. I don't even know why.
Because it looks ugly.
It doesn't look ugly. I mean, maybe I'm just... I mean... Us
You know
Scots
that
aren't
thing
really
you
known
painted
for
me?
beauty,
There's
are
that
we?
picture of the guy with the too much paint and his face is like melted and stuff like that.
Yes. That's
Better
what you think.
looking.
I appreciate your art and your work and your self-expression and what it says about you. So, yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah. Have you sorted out the music thing yet, John?
No, I can put on music, but I just... The music has to
You
come
normally
through
have
in the same...
background music on your stream, don't you?
Yeah, but it will come through in the same channel as you guys' voices, and I don't think I can separate
Okay,
it.
you can't control it separate.
Yeah. So I feel like if I put it on, we'll lose some of the clarity.
Fair enough.
See,
That makes sense.
I'm thinking about you guys. You're important to me.
Oh, not important enough to rip that Primaris head off your disgusting abomination.
I mean, no.
If it's a choice of the head or us, then the head wins.
yeah.
I was going to say, no, I mean, at that point, the model with the head would just get hidden under a table or something. You never know it existed anymore.
It's like that bit in Thor Ragnarok where Thor sees Hulk gets out of the bath and goes, "That image is in my head now. It's not going away. It's in my brain. It's
Yes.
stuck there. I've seen it."
I was going to say, it's like I put beak heads on all of my incursors because I really like the sort of classic
because the
beak heads.
standard incursor is not iconic and is goppingly ugly.
I agree with both of those statements.
Because I put Mark IV Blood Angel, the old 412 Mark IV heads on my incursors for the same reason. The old ones are horrible, and the Mark IV heads are quite nice.
I wound up doing infiltrator heads just with the pointy antennas all chopped off. To be honest,
Yeah,
it's quick and easy.
Yeah, I bought the Horus Heresy headset as well because they did like a set of 10 beaks for Blood Angels.
Yeah.
I bought that.
Yeah.
And some
I've
people
got
are the
a
same.
couple
Some
of
people really dislike putting beaks on the incursors. Some people are like, "Why would you put beaks on Primaris breeds?" I was like,
people
"Because
don't
I
like
think
beacons.
I like it, and it's what we've been having for like 20 years." But some people really hate it. Like some people hate it as much as you guys hate that
I like
Primaris
this.
head.
Someone suggested that when you win a GT, then you have to burn the abominable Primaris-headed Terminator.
What if he wins the GT? What if he's the guy that delivers
Then
the
he can
killing
go
blow?
like a pyre, like
Yeah.
Darth Vader at the end of Jedi.
like a glorious funeral pyre of eternal life or something. I don't know.
Right, I'm catching up on the thing. Paniatus L just glued 10 firstborn jump packs to 10 assault intercessors. Job done. Primaris, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, this mead is much better. Oh, yes.
Gary says, why don't we put Dante's head on a Baden? Could work.
No, I don't think it could. I don't
Um,
quite see it, I've got to say.
Crispy says, I don't care what helmets the heads are on what model, but he likes the banter.
There's some lovely models in this showcase.
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen a couple of people, James has seen a few people put helmet on Mephiston, but he has been referred to having a helmet in some stories. He has, yeah, that's true.
So I've
It
generally
does come
refrained
with a
from
helmet,
putting...
I think.
more than one model from a series up, but these 5 models I had to put up sequentially from each other.
They're the drunk Marines, yeah.
They're the drunk Marines.
They were great, yeah.
There's the guy. There's this one. There's this one reciting something to a skull, which is pretty cool. The next one, if you think you can imagine what he's doing just behind the brick wall, then that's probably exactly what he's doing.
I love those Marines. I can't remember who made them.
It's such a good conversion, or kit bash, or whatever you want to call it.
Beautifully done.
And this guy, yeah, perfect.
Did Mephisto not come with a helmeted head in his new blister?
No, really? Doesn't know.
Absolutely did not know.
Oh, I thought he did.
He had either the plasma pistol arm or the sniffing his finger arm, and that was the variation you had.
I reckon I'm the only person that built Meph with the sniffing his finger arm. Because it's cool. It's like the old artwork.
You're not the only one.
It is cool.
I've seen quite a few people who did that.
2D6 in chat says he did the Drunk Marines.
Hey, there you go, mate.
There you go.
That's to you. Call
2D6, brilliant.
Yeah, big ass feature
they
in the
are
showcase, mate.
Possibly my favourite conversions of the year, if not the last few years. They are fantastic, and you should be really proud of them.
Yep. They've earned their place in this little showcase video reel.
James magneted both of them, but sniff my finger, just go all in. I do remember you are right, Mike. I remember your Grayscale Mephiston with a sniffy hand, and he looked really, really good.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I think if I'd got a second, if I could have guaranteed I could have done it and like covered his finger with like dripping goo or put a bit of glue on it or goop or something to model it so it looked like his hand was dripping with blood and he was tasting the blood, I'd have done it that way. But the look where he's just like looking like he's sniffing his finger is going a bit too
I think that's what it originally was. He was wiping his chops.
Yeah. Yes, he is supposed to be wiping his lips because he's. Well, he used to have that rule, didn't he? That when you killed an enemy in combat, you had to roll, and you fail the roll, and you drink their blood.
So you'd have to drink his face covered with like a blood-stained mouth and jaw or something. Then in order to really do that one. Okay.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to be doing, but then he doesn't have that rule anymore at the moment, does he?
And it was a black and white art piece, so it was kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
It was a cool art piece, though.
It's true.
Jim says put some brown paint on his finger.
Okay. Well, it's just a leather glove, isn't it? So who would know?
Was it? Everybody loves their own brand.
Yeah, I might have heard that once or twice.
Gary Bell, I have a really old Games Day Emperor's Champion that plans to kit bash into a Blade Guard Sergeant, but I can't bring myself to damage a sculpt. Nor should you, Gary. Paint him up nicely. Just because you don't need to play, you don't want to play with him because he's a filthy Black Templar. That doesn't mean that you should vandalize such a beautiful sculpt. I do remember that model, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is something to be said for some of those old ones. Like, I know you can't use some of the Horus Heresy sculpts anymore and stuff like that, but I still think you should like keep them. I guess would that be fair to say?
Mark the other day, and since I've had my little boy, I've really struggled to get any like concerted time to do any like big batch paints and things like that. And I've had a lot more fun doing just random one-off cool models. I don't care if it's current, I don't care if it's valid or whatever. I'm just painting really fun stuff because I want to. I've got enough stuff I want to play a game anyway.
So that little showcase video is finished. I'm rerunning it from the start. We've got enough time to do so again before midnight. The reason why I converted it to a video file rather than running it as a timed slideshow or something is I figure that we could just upload this to the channel or the Three Grots channel as like a 25-minute showcase video if people would want to see that.
Yeah, we should do that for sure.
Let us know if you want to do it.
Was there bits with these Terminators to stick in? Yeah, there was those stupid little skulls you stick on the bases that cover some of these holes.
Yeah. They definitely came with them for each of those holes.
I kind of hate those hole things. Why bother, man? I just like
Just
gluing them
stick
to
a
the
bit of
base.
filler in the hole then, and don't bother.
Well,
Yeah,
I might do that. I
For
suppose.
those sorts of things, I normally go with a bit of cocktail stick, which I'll put up in there, super glue it in, and then just chop it off and file it down to
That's not a
make
bad
it
idea.
essentially a sort of like a flat surface.
Like a wooden cocktail stick or a plastic one?
Wooden.
Wooden. Okay. Just asking because I've never done it, I guess.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I've got, which is magic, John. And you want to buy yourself a tube next time you do yourself an element order or something.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff, if it'll come through, it's a bit of a worn out bottle. This is Vallejo plastic putty.
Oh, I've got some of that. I use it on the Star Wars Legion molds, like the first version of them.
But you just sort of squirt it in the hole. Now it does shrink when it dries, which is a bit annoying. So you've got to squirt it in, let it dry, and then squirt it in again. But it's so much easier to use. I've got Milliput and I've got green stuff and things like that. But I can't be asked to knead it up and make any up just to fill in a hole. So I just put a bit of sellotape over the bottom of the base, fill the hole up with that, let it dry, fill it up again, slice it off and done.
Well, I tend to squirt a bit more glue down in those holes where they happen and then paint over them with the texture paint, and you can barely see anything.
James is saying that apparently, if you follow the Conquest Imperium magazine from Partworks, they've all but confirmed that there'll be a new one where you might be able to get the new Terminators for like £10 for a squad, basically.
Okay.
Nice. I did the last one of the magazines. I did subscribe to it. I might subscribe to this next one, but if it's just the Leviathan Marines, I don't think I'll bother because I've got them and they're very much
monopose.
Unlike the last set, where I might want multiples of things, the Leviathan ones, I've got no reason to want two sets of any of it. Even the Terminators, well, I bought the box set of multi-part versions, but they're just nothing in there that you'd want loads of.
Yeah, I think you're right. Leviathan isn't the most competitive. I mean, bar maybe the Ballistus Dreadnought, but I've even dropped that from my list now.
Even if it is, there's nothing in there you want multiples of. Yeah, what are you going to do with like 30 flamethrower Marines?
No, nothing. But you could run 2 Ballistus Dreadnoughts, but that's about it.
You could run 2 Ballistus Dreadnoughts, or you could run a couple of those infiltrator lieutenants like Mark likes.
True. Highland Phoenix coming in with first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Highland. Sadly, apparently Apple doesn't let you do gifted subs. So thanks for the best 2023 40k BA content, John. Fingers crossed for the GT win. So that means we all have to drink. Sword and I. Happy New Year when it comes, Mark Tony. Cheers. Cheers to Highland Phoenix.
Straight off, gentlemen. That was definitely GT win.
I was going to say, Highland is probably one of my original subscribers here on YouTube.
Highland Phoenix donated
so the reason why you
£19.99
can't do some
via
super
Super
chats and some
Chat.
gift sub stuff through
Sadly,
Apple
Apple doesn't let
is
me
because
gift
Apple
sub.
takes a cut.
Thanks for the
and
best
therefore
2023
Google don't want
40
Apple to take a
KBA
cut.
content, John.
Therefore, Google
Fingers crossed for a GT
restrict
win
it so
for
you
you
can't
in
do it while
2024.
using YouTube on an Apple device.
I was going to say, it's kind of funny that, right? Apple, literally the company, I think they were the first company that ever did, let me get this right, it was 100 billion in a quarter in profit. Not turnover, profit. So they did 100 billion in a single quarter in profit, but they won't let you do a super chat because they want, like, $1 of the super chat.
Oh, you mean like 1% super rich want more money? Yeah, go figure. Can't imagine.
Right,
Yeah.
you are not getting the spirit of this game.
What game?
Right, I just...
Did you just slam that whole drink, did you? Oh, I'm going to need to go downstairs and get some more beers if you're slamming a drink every time someone mentions...
Well, it basically does... You clearly wrote Drunk Angels Commander.
Okay. All right. Then I will go and get some more beers.
Fair enough. All right, and I'll have another...
But look, there's an empty beer.
Mead. This mead is like fucking 15%, so I'm not casually downing this shit.
We should have rechanged this, actually. Every time someone sends us a super chat, just flat. We've got a super chat, we'll see off the drink.
Oh, God. That would be lethal.
It won't, because nobody else will send one, and then we'll be fine.
It just means I'll never make sure my glass is really that full, to be honest. So I might have to take preventative measures in case we do.
Worse.
Yeah, and?
If you come and stay here, Mark, we'll get drunk. And I haven't been drunk in years, so...
I get drunk once a year, generally speaking, because I normally drive everywhere, so I barely drink.
Yeah, same.
Colossal fucking lightweight. Except once a year when I go to the Netherlands for my holiday with my WoW guild meets for like a week and a half or so. At which point, this is my found family. I've known these guys 15 years. I trust them through thick and thin, and these are some of the few people in the world I trust myself to get utterly fucking shit-faced with.
I haven't been drunk in years, which is really sad.
Can't
afford it.
Jesus. All right, okay.
Right,
fine.
Gary, it's almost finished a squad of Terminators. New Spruce, great. Yeah, he is absolutely brilliant. 10 Stern Guard or Terminators, that's debatable. I think you might want 10 Terminators, but I don't think you want 10 Stern Guard.
Mark, Aradine, thank you guys. Screw you guys. Cheers.
Killer, greetings everyone. Don't know what time it is there. It's about 11:30 here for us.
We've got like 22 minutes, but thank you so much for the super chat, guys. I do really appreciate it.
Oh, Mark, look at Mark, you legend.
Jesus.
And I've got to pour it up a beer yet.
It says let's celebrate the 5th super
bit more
chat.
of this.
Is it
My
5
next
super chats?
interesting beer is called a 42 grapefruit DDH pale ale, whatever that means. How strong is it? I'm stepping back a bit. It's only 5.5% this.
Can I tell you about these cocktails that I got in the Black Friday
You've
sale?
mentioned them. I don't think you've told us about them.
Harry
So I
Dennis
got-
just sent us a quid as well.
6 of these cocktails for I think it was £17 in their Black Friday sale, right?
Okay.
So 6 cocktails for £17. So at that point, it's like £3 a cocktail. And I thought it was really cool because basically each cocktail, they come through your door like this in an envelope. And there's 100 mils of like each cocktail is 100 milliliters, right? But what they do on the back here is they tell you exactly what's
like a
in
little
it.
plastic packet or something with the liquid.
Plastic
in it.
packet inside a paper packet, and you just rip the corner off, right?
Right.
And
Okay.
you pour it in, and it tells you
that's
in the back
delicious.
exactly what's inside it. So this one's like premium bullet bourbon and Cochini,
Best
which I
beer of the
believe
night.
is
So far.
Okay.
vermouth. And then they tell you like this one should be served with ice and lemon. I failed. I didn't put any lemon in the glass, but hey.
Right. Sorry, I need to dispel a myth. So, James Gibb, I was not drunk on that tier list. I did drink quite a lot, but I wasn't drunk, but I was wearing contact lenses. So I was sitting there like this
Oh fuck.
because I
Oh.
literally couldn't see anything. It's not as bad as the time when we did it as a migraine and I had to do it with the lights off. That was pretty bad as well.
I'll just top this up. I'm not.
I
downing
wasn't
it.
drunk,
Can you hear me?
but I was really, really ill.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Harry Denny had a good old super chat as well because she's a legend.
We
Hello,
just had
Mrs. John. Enjoy your WoW.
Oh, Mark Jackson, you legend.
Yeah, I hate you. Thank you very much.
Mark says, "Hello, Charlotte. Enjoy your wow." My wife's looking at these cocktails on her. How are you
It
looking
was
at
the
cocktails?
spice Negroni.
It was the spice Negroni you didn't like.
That
Oh,
does sound good.
Disgusting.
Okay. What was wrong
Mark
with this?
Jackson donated $5
What
via
was wrong
Super
with it? It
Chat.
was disgusting.
It
Drink,
was just
guys.
disgusting.
It was like if Jaeger was worse.
If Jaeger was worse, that's how you describe it.
Okay.
I haven't had a Jaeger bomb since I was 19 and at university.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of Jaeger
on
downstairs.
Broad Street in Birmingham, on the street of shame.
They used to do this fake knockoff Jägermeister with fake knockoff Red Bull at the local club near the university for £1 a shot.
I
remember-
didn't say we hate Jaeger. I just think it's.
I'm not 19 anymore.
We have
Definitely
drinks
didn't
now,
drink it
aren't
when I
we?
was 17.
Do you know what? I remember drinking that cheap knockoff German Jaeger because we have a friend, Brett. You know Brett, he's been on the channel a few times.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Brett came with like
What's
this.
it called? It's called.
Cheers, Jim.
It was
You
from Lidl.
monster.
It was from
Yeah.
Lidl. It was like it was this knockoff Jaeger from Lidl, and Brett brought it round, and we're like,
John, you gotta
Yes.
slug it, mate.
I have
You've had another
awoken.
one.
"What? Slug the whole beer?" I literally just poured it. I'll drink this, I guess.
And say thank you to Mr. Carroll.
Jim, you're a legend.
Jim,
I have awoken.
We love
with
you.
a 5 gifted subs tonight. Thank you so much, Jim.
2D6 says it'd be awesome to see you down at a GT down in the northeast if you can manage to travel, John.
Jagdstalls.
What's it
Where's-
called?
Jag
Jag Dolls. Was that the one? Tony? Jag stalls?
I don't remember, but I remember it was horrible.
Yeah.
Where in the
It's
northeast
Jack
are you referring to?
I might have
Six?
had quite a lot of proper Jägermeister in a bar in Amsterdam once.
Oh god, it's.
And I remember
wow.
sitting right in this youth hostel where everyone was smoking things and drinking Jägermeister.
That's gonna get lethal.
That
Oh
spikes
no, I
the
hate
brain
you
and
all.
it's just like,
Oh god.
Jesus Christ, it's still
All right.
going.
Gary.
Happy
is
New
that
Year's
kinda-
drink up, Jack. Come on, we've got to see this
I
off.
can't knock down this for three of you. For fuck's
He
sake.
said, this idiot here on my screen, Charlotte, said that if they send super chats, we have to finish our drinks, and everybody's.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Right.
I really like
Now
that, and I
he's-
wasted it.
He's going to regret that because he's like, I just
Oh,
wasted that
I've only
drink.
got one
Which one's
special beer
wrong,
left. I'm going
baby?
to save that.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to go and get a cheap beer.
Thank you so
If this
much.
runs out, then I haven't got much else to do, to be honest. But
Yeah, I was going to say, do not finish your entire bottle of mead in the
That would
first
be a-
half an hour of the stream because,
First half an hour. It's been an hour, mate.
well, sure, but I mean, you said we were going to be live for at least half an hour past midnight, right?
Well, I'd
What
be
did you say? You had to
disappointed
stay
if we're
awake.
not, to be honest.
I was going to say, well, you'll not be because you'll finish the bottle of mead in 20.
Okay, cheers.
I've got my on instead. Right,
Mark
we're on
Jackson
just vocation
donated $5
fail, because
via
we've got
Super
some
Chat.
shit to
Champagne
this.
downstairs.
I'm
We've definitely
drinking
got
with
some
you
wines
guys.
I haven't bothered to
Still
I've got
have
this.
7
This is my
hours until
special
midnight
midnight
for me.
beer. Look. This
There's
is
a
called
contrary
what is it?
downstairs.
Candy Kittens.
There's a contrary use for the hot chocolates downstairs. Could
Gary
start
Bell
digging into
donated £4.99 via Super Chat.
Right, let me catch up on this then.
Happy New Year,
James
GT.
Richards, Jägerbomb tastes like cough medicine. I like it. Me too.
So-
Listing down the 50 UK BA players. We're good to have a showdown. It'd be quality
James.
to have a showdown. 2D6.
Good evening, James.
Right.
How are you?
that. So we've
Uh,
had about 8 super chats worth of shot drinking so far. So
Well,
Get
I
started,
am
mate.
miles behind because I have not had 8 drinks in the last 5 minutes.
oh
And,
god, another one
um,
from Highland here. Okay, all right, fine.
Time to catch up then, John.
Nice to see you too, James. Fucker.
Oh, brilliant.
You've got a lot of catching up to do.
The people want it.
Yeah, that's
They
what the
do.
people want. Yeah.
Give the people what they want. I've heard
We
that.
were
somewhere.
pretty drunk when you came to mine for the barbecue, James, to be
Apparently,
fair.
Gladiator 2's out next year.
I've never been drunk, John. Come on.
No, never
That would
once.
be irresponsible. You were super sober at the barbecue, of course.
Was I?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, good, you mate.
Oh, she was there too. She was a blast.
Excellent.
James says hi, Charlotte.
Hi, James.
They can't hear you because she can't hear you properly because I have to put the headphones
Oh.
on, otherwise everything was
It's
excellent.
still going on, you know.
Okay. Oh, fuck,
Um,
another one. Jesus. All right.
Panayotis
Yeah,
Bell
so-
donated
Cambo,
10
appreciate it.
euros via Super Chat. Drinks for the new year.
This was the stupidest suggestion. I've only got so much beer. I'm going to have to get the
All right.
other stuff out.
I was going to say, you might need to just calm down in terms of...
Yeah, please don't kill us.
You need content. Need content for 2024.
I've only got 1 day to recover before I have to start working.
Oh, John's got a week off. That's why he can afford to do this.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go to the cross trainer in the morning, regardless how rough I am, and sweat it all out.
Oh dear, I've got a
Yeah.
meeting with my coach at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, or he's going to break me.
Oh dear. You mean like a fitness coach?
Yeah, when he sent me a message earlier today, and he's like, "Tony, do you reckon you'll be able to make a 9 a.m. appointment tomorrow for some training?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. I won't be drinking tonight."
If someone says to you, you
So
want to meet me at 9 a.m. on the 1st of January, you say no, and that's the end of it.
He's quite a good coach. He's trying to make me do some crazy High Rocks event this year. So he's like, no, we can't let up. We can't let up.
Ooh,
Sorry, what's
ooh.
High Rocks?
Jeez.
Have you ever seen like CrossFit?
Mm.
It's like that, but there's no cut off for the time. So it's,
To be
it's
fair,
still like
that's-
extreme fitness strength event.
Whilst I
Position.
appreciate the gesture, Jason,
I'm in my
I
pajamas.
appreciate the
so-
gesture, Jason. It might not be cool to pressure someone to come on screen who doesn't want to be totally fair.
Do you know what? She would probably come on screen, but if she wasn't in her pajamas, because
Hasn't
her
she
little
got her
boy-
own channel? Although I haven't seen any uploads.
Do you know what
on
she does have a little baking channel where she occasionally bakes cakes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you just like lean over and wave and say hi, Charlotte, if you're up for that? Maybe. If you're not, don't worry about it.
You could lean your head in and say hi.
To whom?
Everybody.
James is there.
James.
You met James,
You've
true.
seen me before.
Yeah, I think she'll come on when she's
You need to come on there for.
when she's dressed.
Okay.
Do you know what? She was dressed, but her little boy was just
He pissed me off.
yeah.
Fair
Thought
enough.
I was gonna have to go to bed.
Actually, to be fair, I've just heard mine
We've had
cry,
like another
but
like 3
Shen's run
super
up
chats
still
this week,
with
so I'm gonna have a decent swig of this shit at this point.
I was gonna say it's like
I
it's
reached the point of wanting to drop kick him. It was time to go to bed.
Not chugging
Yeah.
a bottle, mate. No.
That was at 4 o'clock the other morning for me.
My daughter last night, right?
Newcastle.
Honestly, at like 11:30, she's still watching the iPad, and I said to her, like, "Sweetheart, your bedtime's 7:30," and she just went like, "Daddy, just 3 more minutes." I was like, "It's 3 more minutes, like 2 hours ago. Go to bed."
Specific number as well.
I know,
Not
right?
5 minutes. It's not like 10 minutes. It's
Don't give me
3.
the iPad again.
I think Newcastle's like a.
We're trying to
4.5
negotiate here, come
hour
on.
north.
You weren't there the other night when I told her, like, you do not get dessert unless you have like 3 more bites
we
of
got
your...
a serious gaming question here to answer from
Oh.
a super chat.
Curious gaming
We
questions.
actually have a gaming question? Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
hello. Back on point.
Is
What
that
was the gaming
chloroform
question?
was created for a reason.
Something like that. Yeah.
Um,
no, the one above that
hang on.
from Mr. Terence Watkins.
I have to get the fence fixed on the 2nd. Came down all this week in the winds. The winds have been crazy this week, haven't they?
6 Blade Guard vets, Impulsor, 2 Lancers versus 6 Centurions, 2 Ballistas. Are they Centurion devs or Centurion assaults? I assume devs, to be honest.
Most people are in Centurion Dead.
Centurions versus and 2 ballistas. Absolutely 100% every time.
I think
Jason
so.
says, "What's the baking channel's name?"
What's your channel's name again?
Yeah, John, a whole load of subscribers because you
Remember,
can like get everyone in
Isn't
his
it
channel
long since
subscribed
we
to the
put
baking channel.
anything on it?
You haven't put anything on it for a while. Is it not Charlie?
Like a year.
It hasn't, because I am a subscriber and I do watch the baking channel because I love to
And I'm
cook.
starved for content.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
I don't think I've
I'm an
We're-
excellent
we're
cook,
starved
and I
from
enjoy
doing-
watching cookery.
I was going to say we've been really slack on the channel because
Well, it's been time consuming because Michael was still.
Michael was like wanting to breastfeed every half an hour or something like that, and it was
Well,
like
he was like, how old was Michael? He can't.
My
even
wife
be
says
he was like
6
6
months
months.
old, because
Months, you mean?
Because like someone commented on one of the videos and was like, "Oh, I can hear a baby crying in the background." And I was like, "Yeah, that's because I have a baby."
Yeah, go figure. Can't imagine why.
yeah.
John,
What you want
John,
for
yes.
me?
please relay James Gibbs' comments on what will you drink if we all subscribe to the baking channel,
What will I drink if we all subscribe to the bacon channel?
or
Well,
what will Charlotte drink? I don't know.
Well, you'll be
Charlotte's-
very
she's-
bored because there's fuck all on it.
What?
I was going to say she hasn't done much
this
for a
good
while
for?
because kids, man.
Oh, it's fair.
Uh,
I don't remember what it's called.
I think
John,
we were
I have a
originally going to call
4-year-old
it Charlie
daughter.
Bakes or
Is
something.
that what it's called? Because
I'll
that's what
find
it
it.
says up there.
Gary says, John, I have a 4-year-old daughter who, when I asked her to put her tablet away, told me,
that it?
"Shh, go play with your Warhammer."
She does. My 4-year-old has said, like, "Daddy, you don't talk to me." I'm like, "I bloody do. It's my house." sweetheart."
And then she says, "No, it's Mummy's house."
yeah, that was it.
She's smart.
Oh,
She's
run
smart.
out of mead again.
She plays us off against each other because that's the thing. Like, she said, she's like the other day she
It
came
is in
down and was
fact
like,
called Charlie Bakes.
"It is
That's what
called
kids
Charlie
do, though,
Bakes."
isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Sorry, right.
And it was
John,
1
what was it
year
again?
ago
Type it in the chat.
that we
I'll
had
type
to
it in
put
chat, but
anything on
it's very small. We haven't done anything in ages because kids, man.
Well, like I said, my
That's
wife
when
tells
we
me
never
that
had to.
Grots takes up too much of my time.
I get you. I'm very lucky that my wife lets me do as much YouTube as I do.
Well, I'm glad you realise this.
Yeah. you guys hear all the
Oh, we could hear
There you go.
Charlotte absolutely
I
clearly.
know.
She's a lot
get
more
you get the
tolerant than
truth
mine.
tonight. It's like the truth stream where I can't
Although
say
when we
anything.
can't visit, I might bring Shen and Alan with me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to
Oh.
have you.
Let's just say I'm looking forward to healing a dungeon for you two at some point soon.
Yeah, Charlotte's
Yeah.
literally playing
Mark's
World of
met
Warcraft
Ali.
right now.
Yeah. Mark's been here loads of times. He's basically part of the family, John. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I found out my gear level is 437 at the moment.
I don't even know what that means.
A little bit behind the curve, but not bad.
Mark from chat said he's drinking with us, but he still has 7 hours to midnight. I hope he has joined the crew of finish your drink every time a super chat comes out.
Absolutely.
Gary Bell says to James Gibb, but I'm just going to jump in there anyway. My wife thinks I go to my mates and say pew pew at each other for a few hours.
Well, it's not wrong.
It's not
She's
wrong.
not far off.
I tried to play Battle. Oh, John, I need to ask you: did you get BattleTech for Christmas?
No, I won BattleTech at a GT,
Ah, that's what the picture is.
but
We're going to do a Grots episode on BattleTech, but I'm going to upset someone now. I'm going to upset Kata, who Mark knows as well, because he loves BattleTech, and I'm going to say that proper BattleTech is shit. And
well, I'm going to upset you and tell you that I gave away my prize to Kev because he actually does play BattleTech, and you know me, I never have time to play
it's
other
fine.
games.
It's one of those games that's brilliant for someone who loves crunch. But like you're 3 hours in and you're still on turn 2.
We're going to be playing Darktide with Kata in about a week anyway on 3 Grots. So yeah,
he loves it. He's been playing it all night today.
Oh,
but
God. All
after
right, so
2 hours, it was still
at least
on
one of
turn
us is
2
going
when
to know
I
he's
was playing
doing
earlier,
it.
and I was just like, do you know what? This game is too slow. It's too
Okay.
detailed. I don't need to work out every point of armor of every point of the mech and work out that I've broken the gyro in his left leg.
Is that why you like the Alpha Strike version so much?
Yeah,
Is that
because
what
it's just basically Warhammer, but easier.
You only have 5 minutes, by the way, to New Year.
Yeah, I've been watching the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Shit, better
5 to
take this
midnight
off
at this
then.
point.
So where's
Somebody's
I got-
going to super chat, so I'm going to see this beer off.
Did you finish your one?
I got 6 hours to
Yes,
go.
I did.
I was going to say, you've got what?
I angrily chugged that
You angrily chugged
while
your wife.
reading my book.
Angry Chug. Okay.
It's the best kind.
Do you think, because I heard the guy playing bagpipes quite a lot,
It's a boy.
It's a boy that
It's
plays
like
the
a
bagpipe.
school-age child.
Yeah, do you
It's
think he's
not a
going to be
grown
playing
man.
them at midnight?
Well, you better fucking not be.
What do you guys think is the best unnamed HQ
he wants
for
to
Blood
live to
Angels?
see
Look at the
tomorrow.
tier lists, mate. There's tier lists on this channel. There's 3 of
I'd
them.
like
wrote
to think
tier
he's
lists.
in bed.
It'll tell you what the
I think
It's the
HQs
best
are.
unnamed HQ for Blood Angels.
Well, maybe his dad
it's
plays
the
that.
Jump Chaplain.
Who knows?
Yeah,
he
that's
lives.
probably
Mark
right.
says, look at the tier list because we need to get the view, but it's not my channel, it's John. So
It's
well,
more like I can't
it's a
remember
Jump
what we
Chaplain.
discussed. To be fair.
I hooked up a webcam that's like on the windowsill.
It's the captain in the stealth detachment with a bunch of
Oh,
sanguinary guards.
yeah, he's quite good.
That's the
Oh, is
best
that
one.
what you used the other day when you were in the
Okay,
garden?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hooked up a webcam on the window so that if the guy's playing the bagpipes, we can all hear the bagpipes. So he probably play all lang syne.
Hey!
Oh, Jesus.
I
Here we
played
go again.
Federation Commander for the first time last night. It's blast. I don't know what Federation Commander is. Is it
what?
like Star Trek?
Another couple of super chats worth $10, John. Take some more
Oh,
drinks,
is
mate.
that the whiskey?
Knock it back.
Yeah.
Knock it
John,
off.
Did-
Knock it
John,
off.
Yes,
John,
yes,
John,
yes.
drink.
I'm about to pour the. Did I let you try this when you were here,
Less
James?
pouring, more drinking.
If
Is
not,
it the
I feel like
expensive
I
one?
Well, yeah, very expensive.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
had some.
holding on to this for a special occasion. I feel like there's like 2
Right,
grams
it's
left.
time for the candy kittens.
This is a
What are all
special
the other
occasion.
special occasions when you've been drinking?
What other special occasions? Been drinking like Friday night and the kids have gone to sleep. That's a pretty special
Oh, that
occasion, I guess.
smells.
For
If you
That
if you
smells
save
interesting.
stuff for a special occasion all the time and you never drink it, then are you even actually living life?
Well, yeah, exactly.
This
It's
stuff
like
is
when
really nice though.
I was going to say,
James,
it's like
I know you're not like in the same time zone as us, but it's nearly midnight for us, so I really feel like you should have something to toast
Mark
with.
Yeah, it's
Jackson
like
donated
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$5
Yeah.
via Super Chat. I played
I got a
Federation
bunch of
Commander for the
stuff.
first time last night.
that's it. That's
This
it.
beer is
That's
blank.
very sad.
We've barely heard from you, Jay. How are you doing, James?
I'm doing good, man. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You're tired.
Jeff
We've got
Turkey
something like
Basta
7
donated
o'clock.
$5
It's
via
like 6
Super
o'clock,
Chat.
yeah.
Well, I was going to
Time
say you
to
need
drink
like a
again.
tactical nap then before midnight. So you
I know.
recharge
Instead,
your
I'm drinking
batteries.
with you guys.
I already had one of my friends
so you
send me a
should be.
message at like 4 p.m. saying he was going for a tactical nap. Do you want the big one or the small one, love?
The small one,
The
please.
small one.
I don't know if I like it.
You probably won't like it. It's whiskey.
Well,
Mark downed his
I
beer as
always
well.
feel
His
like it
gas. Own
smells
gas.
nicer
I
than
have
it
to admit.
tastes.
It smells nicer than it tastes. Yeah.
I need to get
I've
a new
got
bottle of whiskey
pink
on my
beer.
whiskey. I need to get a new scotch.
Mark played Federation Commander for the first time last night. What is Federation Commander? Do you guys know?
Is it a mobile game or is it an actual PC game or something?
Sounds
It
like a board
sounds
game,
quite
maybe.
Star Trekky to me.
It does.
Yeah.
It sounds
I feel like
it-
Bridge
oh,
Commander,
there's
which
all
I've
the
always wanted to
fireworks
play, but
starting.
I know I'll get
Yeah.
horrible motion sickness.
Happy New Year, Joseph. He's just
Ooh,
stopping in
I
to say
finished
hi.
Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks 4
Nice.
recently, and they're both of them are fucking brilliant shows. Really, really, absolutely top rated.
I've epically
good.
failed on the making of the Scouts speeder. It's
What,
really not
before
going well.
midnight?
Yeah,
Last
You-
year I managed to build a whole Land Raider, and this
you've
year
not
I've
built
managed
all
to-
three kits in the last hour, despite everything that's been going on. I'm disappointed in you.
It's a Star Trek board game. That sounds wicked.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mike Paints It Red hates fireworks.
Well, I think we're going to get bagpipes. I think
To be fair,
I
a
want
lot of people
bagpipes.
hate
Oh,
fireworks
you
if
have
they've
to
got
look up
dogs and
some
pets and things, and the
bagpipes.
pets go nuts at the fireworks.
Piping
So I totally understand.
I can't
Right.
answer that. My little boy doesn't like
We'll
fireworks,
see.
but because I'm a horrible parent, I made him go and see the fireworks anyway.
Oh. Is he not
Poor
like the
guy.
noise? Is he happy with the
I
visual?
don't know. He's 9 months old. Who cares? He doesn't know anything.
See the pretty lights.
But
Ooh.
The opportunity to go and see some sparkly things, I thought he should take.
Yeah,
But then he
sweet.
cried.
Oh, okay.
I did feel a little bit bad.
Oh.
He's gonna cry no matter what you do. It's okay.
That's how I feel about it.
I was going to say, I mean, our little boy cried the whole time at dinner because he liked his dinner, but for whatever reason he didn't
Ooh.
want to eat it. That's like standard in our house.
For reasons only
That
known
does
to
sound
big.
like
I thought it was
2-year-old
gonna be
logic.
horrible.
now
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Where'd you guys
I
go
had
for
to,
dinner?
it's really nice.
We had sausage and steak pie, where they just cut full sausages and put them through the pie. It's ridiculous. I was actually stuffed. It's probably why I'm not
Wow.
getting drunk.
Pink beer
Oh,
is better than pink
no,
eye.
thank
It is better than pink eye. It tastes quite good. I like it. I'm genuinely impressed with the pink beer. Oh, James Gibb, you legend.
Fuck, James.
Mr. Fisher
Right.
needs to finish the full glass.
6 o'clock. Yeah.
I mean, for that super chat, you can kind of not do anything.
He did.
Really,
He
can
did.
you?
He seed it off.
You've seen it all.
He
All right,
tore it off. I'm
it's to
sorry,
you,
I've been
James. This is
drinking.
going to hurt.
Are we doing a countdown?
I mean, I'm drinking
Is that what was
freaking
it? Is that
expensive
what was
scotch,
in the
man. You can
bottle?
drink your beer. Come on. There we go,
Yeah.
Mark.
Look,
There we go.
Oh.
What a legend.
Have we got a
You
countdown?
could drink some
Oh,
absolute
jeez.
swill.
Is it there? Like, what's the actual time? Can you just Google time?
It's now gone midnight.
Well, it says it's
Scott says his
midnight
No,
now.
12-year-old
you
daughter
got-
is still scared of
You
the
got
Hoover.
47 seconds.
My
John.
iPad
And
says it's
people
just
are
gone midnight.
excited.
It's midnight. Happy New Year.
Hey.
Okay.
James
Here,
Gibb
everybody.
donated £20
Cheers.
via
Setting off
super
the
chat.
fireworks now.
Oh, we
Mr.
got
Fisher
fireworks
needs to
outside.
finish the full glass.
Well, that's definitely going to win the kids.
What a bunch of dicks. Right.
Yeah, there we go. Fireworks outside now.
Maybe one of those noisy
Cheers,
people
love.
will get hit by the
Happy New Year, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Not in a threatening to you manner in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form, John, but I think I love your wife. She's awesome.
Mark says he likes you.
Mark, once you
She
go
just
there,
met
you'll
the whole
realize
whiskey.
there's one leader of the Blood Angels Commander family. It's not John.
And it's Charlotte.
That was alright.
It's really How dare you? They said that you were the leader of our family at tournament.
Oh,
I have to
God.
say, that was definitely better than that cocktail.
Yeah?
What's better than the cocktail?
These are the most super chats we've had all year. We've smashed the goal of $100 within
Have
the
we?
first hour. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
Gifted subs are still coming in like they're going out of fashion, so thank you.
Oh dear. I've
How
drunk
much
quite
has
a lot.
Oliver
I'm not
drunk
gonna
so
lie.
far? I don't know if you guys can see how
Um,
far down that is. That's about what?
I
half
nipped out
pint?
for a second and we got a load
I
more.
didn't know it would be. I feel like. Were those houses inhabited last New Year or not?
I can hear the bagpipes. Can you hear them?
No.
I heard something.
No, I can't hear him.
Highlands sponsor. Cheers, Highland. Ariden gifted 5 BA Commander memberships. Cheers, Ariden. You're an
Yeah.
absolute legend.
Sardine and Highland, as always.
He's warming
James,
up.
everybody's super chatting.
James got a bail now. Happy New Year, James. Hopefully
have
I'll see you in the new year.
Always
We have a
pleasure.
real
I'd love to
too
come to one of your
many,
events.
way
See
too
you
many
in a month, James.
Jameses on this chat.
There's a lot of Jameses. It's like which
True.
James is bailing?
James Gibb is bailing.
You want an interesting fact? My name is James as well. Well, my middle name is James.
Okay,
That kind of.
There's a lot of Jameses on this channel.
Look at that.
Highland
That's
Phoenix
really
donated
bad.
That is a
£4 and
sick
99
model.
pence via
It's
super
good, isn't
chat.
it?
Slept through
Happy
fireworks
New
and
Year,
people-
Tyranny
BA Commander
makes
family
one
and
half beautiful.
subscribers.
The lights on the
Tumblr
claws are
glass.
amazing as well.
Oh yeah,
Sounds about standard, doesn't it?
very well photographed.
Look at that, I even prepared ice.
You even prepared ice?
So you're in Scotland. I mean, you're not short of ice, are you?
Put your hand outside and your hand fingers freeze off.
I was going to say, yeah, winter in Scotland has become milder and milder every year it passes, it seems like.
Today was the first day we had snow in Chicago. That's actually
It's
stuck to the ground.
notoriously cold, right?
It's
Yeah,
been
terribly cold, but it's just been hot.
worryingly warm here for the
Yeah.
last month and a half. Yeah.
Like,
Oh dear.
Are you below zero yet, James, or what?
Today's like the first day. It's been I don't know what the Celsius is, but it's
Oh, you're
been
in
like 50
Chicago?
degrees. Yeah,
I got-
Chicago.
I got some. My
15
in-laws live
degrees, yeah,
in
that would be like
Romeoville.
minus.
Out
Oh.
near, so if I visit, I'll make sure to let you know that I'm over there.
For sure. We'll get a game. Or just a couple beers.
Yeah, either way.
Why do we use different temperature things to you guys? It's so stupid. Why can't everyone just use the same thing?
Why do they
Because
use
don't-
different measurements?
We're right and everybody else is
Why do
wrong.
they
That's
use
why.
Right.
50
No.
degrees Fahrenheit is actually minus
If
10
we're going to get into
Celsius.
this, we're going to do it properly.
How come the UK uses miles per hour? That's what really threw me off. I was
No,
expecting
I agree
to
with you,
use
James. 'Cause that's a
kilometers.
ridiculous statement, and nobody should use miles per hour because it's a stupid measurement.
Can I tell you that
Nothing.
we had someone
Nothing is
from
as stupid as Fahrenheit.
That's
on
fair.
from Northern Ireland, right?
Sure.
And we went to Ireland, and the border in Ireland is non-existent, right? The border from Northern Ireland to Southern Ireland is literally like there's no stop. You're just
Right,
on a
so,
motorway.
camera.
It's like
Yeah.
you're now entering Ireland,
Right.
right?
Happy New Year. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year to the stream.
All right, Kath says
Happy New
many
Year.
things you may or may not have heard.
But here's the thing: between Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland, in Southern Ireland, all the signposts changed to Irish. They moved from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. So you're just driving along, going like, it's a 70 miles per hour. And then all of a sudden, the next signpost says like 130. You're like, what?
I'll tell you,
tells
so
you now
I-
we've
I
changed
went-
from miles to kilometers, and now we're in a different fucking language. You're just supposed to know that. Because I went past one of those like police vans at the side of the road, and I was like, oh, I'm so
My head
fucked.
feels like it's swimming now. That's
But
'Cause I have
you
no
weren't-
idea
I feel
where-
that we should clarify
That
that you
that
weren't
kiss
doing
got you there, Mark. Is that what it
yeah,
is?
absolutely. That's
Right,
exactly
that's
what it was.
definitely
Yeah.
over the limit because it just changed into another language, in a different metric
Does it
system.
feel like you'd know?
This is how I explain temperatures to the kids. And I know I'm paraphrasing and I'm simplifying it a little bit, but effectively,
I'm not sure that our car would have
effectively
managed.
Fahrenheit was we're gonna get some ice, we're gonna put salt on it, and then that's how cold it gets. We're gonna call that 0, and we're just gonna go up from there. That's the whole logic. That's the only like bit of science behind Fahrenheit. Get some ice, pour salt on it, call it 0. Celsius got a little bit more scientific. It said, right, sea level, ice freezes at this point, we'll call it 0. Boils at this point, we'll call it 100, and we'll just divvy it up.
Here's what I think. What's average temperature? 70. That's Fahrenheit. Is an average temperature is 70.
70, that's really hot. That's a high number.
That is not hot. Get out of here.
If
that's a-
0 is
that's
a
a
low
nice-
number and 100's a high number,
No, on a
70's
scale.
a lot.
I'm going to tell you on a scale of 1 to 100, or 0 to 100. What's a
Oh,
good temperature?
To be
Then
fair,
70's
if you
hot.
no, if you get a video game review and it's reviewed 7 out of 10, you think it's all right.
Yeah, it's
No,
all
it's
right.
bollocks.
5 out
The
of 10
only
is shit.
acceptable method of measuring temperature is Kelvin.
And
'Cause
20
that's
and
just
20
the measure
and
of how
20
much
out of 10
particles are moving.
isn't shit. Or 20 out of 100.
Kelvin will go home.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Then you've got
'Cause that
Kelvin
starts
as well.
with no particle motion and goes up to infinite particle motion. At least it makes sense.
Happy New Year to everybody that is not part of the temperature debate or the metric system debate. I mean, let's get into serious
There's no
issues at
debate.
midnight.
One of
Yeah,
us is
yeah.
right, and the other one is wrong.
We're right, and all these damn colonials have got it wrong. That's
Well,
how
the
it works.
metric's
Yeah.
another example because America is officially a metric country.
Yeah, but for science bullshit, who cares?
They signed up to the agreement that they would be metric. They got their meter stick and their 1 kilogram weight, and then they thought, actually, no. Do you know what? We're gonna go back on that. So now everything that goes in or out of America has to be converted from metric to imperial, and then back to metric for scientific uses. We need 2 unit conversions for every single thing in America.
Should start another character. I'm bored.
Why don't you start one of those dragons? What they're called?
James
Gophers?
representing
They
the
call
extra
evokers.
unit conversions. More work for the win.
I understand the evoker plot is quite good if you want to play.
I know that you guys like to
Evoker
take a whole
those.
month off in the summer, but we're here to work
Oh,
every
this
day.
thing.
Although the
I mean-
Night Elves have got some good shit going
I
on
want
with
to
the
do
Beatrice Elves
Italian
back in the New
style.
World
They
Trade.
literally take a month off.
It's a dragon.
horrible.
I work with a lot of Italians,
It's
and it's
horrible.
not only a month off, but it's like a 2-hour
It's even
siesta every
worse
day.
than that.
It's
Who
like
wouldn't want to us?
this is
When
the
I
best
first went
country in the world.
to China years ago, everyone at about lunchtime just took a couple of hours for lunch.
Oh well, but in
It's too
Italy,
hot
everyone
in
comes
South
back
China, so they
hammered
just
because
go to
they
bed.
have.
The same as
In Italy, everyone goes and has 2 glasses of wine and gets hammered at lunch.
That's
and
why
then
they've got
comes back to
no
work.
economy,
Exactly.
because everybody's drunk every afternoon. How can you have an economy if you're pissed in the afternoon? I couldn't do work after
Oh, that's a good
bottle of
question.
wine.
Does
What is
40k
that?
make the
What is
Americans
that?
measure in
Is that-
inches, or do they,
It's
do
an
they
actual class.
change the
yeah.
centimeters
Oh,
in
right.
America
So
just
what
for the
is
sake
it?
of it
For
being
the
American?
Volker, I guess.
No,
It can be a healer or a DPS.
You guys
Oh,
play in
alright.
inches?
Okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Yeah.
War Master the one they did in centimeters, but nobody liked it?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I've been playing a bunch of MCP lately,
That's
and the
good.
measuring stick is so much nicer than having to deal with the fucking ruler.
Oh, the little red whippy stick. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
it's
great.
so
I love
nice.
a whippy
Things.
stick.
It's so nice.
Wonderful little tools of violence. Love them. They're great.
Right, I've not been paying
Which
attention
game
to
have
the
you
chat.
been playing, sorry?
Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Oh, Crisis Protocol. Oh, right on. That's very similar to that new Star Wars game that Mark wants to get, right? Shatterpoint.
Yeah,
Very
Shatterpoint.
similar.
It's same company.
Mm.
But I'm a '90s X-Men. I love the '90s
Are
X-Men.
you looking
more
forward
than
to
I
like
the
Star
new
Wars.
cartoon
X-Men.
series this
Oh,
year? Now that
I'm
it's
so
this year.
excited.
Have you
X-Men
seen?
'97. I'm
Have you
so
seen they're
excited.
doing a Lego kit for the X-Men jet?
Yeah, am I
That
gonna
looks
get my
really
kid
cool.
that? Yeah,
Oh, God, yeah.
of course. Am I gonna build it and put it up on a shelf that he can't reach? Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I love it, James. We've just like at Christmas time, Michael got like, you remember Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
got like a stretch Batman, right? And I'm trying for the love
And the Joker.
and a Joker and a Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying for the love of God to get him to say Batman, right? And I put the cartoon on Netflix, and he's just standing in front of the telly, he's just screaming, like top of his lungs, really loud. He's just going, man, man. And I'm like, no, it's Batman. He's just like, man.
Just because the thing is, Batman is man, and Spider-Man is man.
And the Flash is-
man.
Yeah, but what about Squirrel Girl? All right.
Squirrel Girl. No, he hasn't done that one, but
Or Doctor Doom.
they have
All right, guys.
got.
Happy New Year. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
Always
great
pleasure
to see you,
seeing
man.
you.
Have a
Happy
great one when
New
it
Year.
comes.
Happy
Happy New Year, man.
Sometimes when we're out and he sees a random man, he'll go, man. It's so embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. We were in Tesco's. I think I maybe told you guys like 2 weeks ago or something with Annabella, and some guy walked in a kilt that was like being at a wedding, and she was like pointing straight at him. It was like, "Daddy, that man's wearing a kilt in Tesco's," and I was like, "Yeah, he's probably been at a wedding." And she's like, "You can't wear a kilt in Tesco's."
You can wear a kilt. Have you got a kilt?
not?
Tom? You've got
I
a
got a
kilt.
kilt. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've actually bought. I just
Do
bought
you wear
a new.
pants under your kilt, or do you just not
Yes,
bother?
Oh,
I wear pants under my kilt.
Then you're not proper
Oh,
Because
Scottish.
it'd be cold
That's not
otherwise.
good.
I'm not
Yo.
properly Scottish. Yeah, sure. I don't know if you've seen kilts, but they're pretty woolen and they're pretty itchy.
Freeze
So-
your
I
own
might have to
nuts off
stay
and
and
then
try
we'll
and go to
talk.
sleep in this chair rather than stand up and walk to the bedroom.
Um,
This might go badly.
I've got to go and point the pink pistol. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
The pink pistol. I've not heard that one before. That's a good one.
Yeah, so we literally all afternoon, Michael was just stood in front of the TV, and I keep telling him Spider-Man, Batman, but he just keeps shouting, man, man. It's so frustrating.
He'll get there.
He'll get there eventually. Yeah. He's just sort of stringing like 3 or 4 words together now, because I said to him the other day, I was like, I love you, Michael. He's like, I love you, Dad. It's so funny. He just kept saying it, and then I was like, I love you, Michael. He's like, I love you, Dad.
I'm not Scottish, but may I have permission? Yes, you have permission. Whatever it's for, you have permission. Oh.
Lemon90 says, Happy New Year. Joseph's in Florida. Lucky guy, man.
Oh yeah.
I want to winter in Florida with the kids some year, because I imagine, like, in Scotland today, we didn't even want to go outside. It's just freezing.
Oh man. Did Charlotte make an evoker then?
She's making an invoker right now. She's probably gonna have to try and ask me for help with a name.
Are you going to run healer, DPS, or the weird sort of Bardy support
I
class?
may ask you.
Charlotte plays healers, which I
Okay.
like, because I run in like a crazy maniac when we do end up playing together.
All right. In that case,
And she just has to
we
heal me.
probably can't dungeon together because I'm main healer, so we can't have 2 healers in the same group. That'd be silly.
Well, you can just double up on healing.
Well, I'm a
People won't
disciplinary,
die.
so I'll just shoot stuff anyway. It'll be fine.
Right, what have I missed? Oh, my favourite
Anything
comment.
else that you-
Nathan, I'm from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, which is right across from Detroit, Michigan. In the winter, everyone goes by Celsius, but when it gets warm, everyone goes by Fahrenheit.
That sounds
Yeah,
quite
so-
random.
Yeah, sounds
Defense of
pretty
America,
for that.
I'm not interested then. There's a lot of stuff over here built with stuff that doesn't have a nice metric conversion. Switching to metric means replacing all that stuff. No, it doesn't. It means using proper measurements. Right? Micrometers are a thing. They're not that hard to use. 40k uses inches, yeah, because it's made by idiots.
Idiots from like 40 years ago now, yeah.
I was going to say, UK used inches many years ago.
It did,
does.
but then it saw the light
Moved on.
and changed. Epic was in centimeters. I don't remember Epic being in centimeters.
Old Epic was, yeah, the original Space Marine Epic.
Arady
90s.
Been a long
says
time.
Protection Warriors for the win.
I've got a whole Epic,
Oh.
original Epic, or Kami sitting there.
Prop
My
Warriors
first
are
ever
sort of
character
classic.
was a warrior,
I was playing Warrior in Classic, remember?
and it was so
It was so slow.
Do you play
boring
classic
and
hardcore, or
hard
you're
to
not
level, and I
that
couldn't
sort of
tell
Well, no,
you how many times I died.
Because it was so slow, yeah, I remember. We played Classic, like, so our oldest kid's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte logged into Heroes of the Storm for the first time, like, this week. It was like, your last game's 5 years ago. So, like, me and my wife used to game 5 years ago, I guess.
Play classic hardcore,
And
then you'll
then-
only ever die once.
We got our
know
greatest
what any of
gift,
these
our
words mean.
children.
Classic Hardcore basically means World of Warcraft, but when you die,
It's Iron Man
and
mode, yeah.
and you will arguably die to some stupid shit, like you fell off a bridge and took some falling damage, and then there was a mob there that killed you when you landed
Yeah.
because you had no health left.
Fulgur
When you
got-
die, you have to start over.
You can't res.
Yeah,
can't
you're
go back.
dead. You're absolutely dead.
I've still never played World of Warcraft because when I went to university, all the other physics students were playing World of Warcraft instead of turning up to lectures.
Yes,
and I'm
a lot of my
still
friends did that
scared
as well.
I'll get
yeah.
addicted and never turn up to work.
Which is probably fair.
Sorry.
You probably-
this is
Um,
serious
It's okay.
business. I mean, I don't.
Bad
know
Witch
why,
Project,
but
Pink
it's
Pistol,
just
someone's a fan of
so
Space
good.
TV show. I am a fan of
'Cause I
Space.
can just
That was a
change
great
it.
TV show.
I did like Spaced as well, actually. I'm a big fan of Red Dwarf, though. Boys of the Dwarf.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Me too.
I need to go back and watch all the BBC iPlayer ones because they've got all the new ones on there from Dave that they've done after the crappy little Back to Earth series, which is god awful.
They just released all 8 series, like the first 8 on Blu-ray for like, it's like Amazon for like $20.
Dude, I bought them on
Is it
DVD
really?
like
Did we buy
10
that?
years ago. I've
I
still
know,
got
but
them.
But I think on the Blu-ray they'll have been upscaled or something, so it'll be worth buying.
Who knows? I can probably still like quote most of the first episode, if not most of the first series off the top of my head.
But do you know, speaking of hardcore,
Stab
I
him,
played-
stab him, stab him, quick, stab him.
Who we stab him?
You haven't met Stab him, have you?
I was going to say, speaking of hardcore, I played hardcore Diablo with my brother,
Oh,
Diablo
yeah.
3, like a decade ago, right? And do you remember in Diablo 3 there was those little mobs that like the little, I think they were like fallen, but they exploded? Do you remember
No.
that at all?
No,
Never played it?
I
I
do
remember saying
that,
to
yeah.
my brother, like, we're playing hardcore. I said to him, like, just be really careful, Mark, because there's a lot of mobs in this area that explode. And we're like on, back in the day, it would have been like Ventrilo or something.
This
Happy New
sounds
Year,
like a
Paniotis.
real
Thanks for
Leroy
your chat
Jenkins
and support
moment
and stuff.
coming up.
And I just heard on like Ventrilo, like, oh, fuck. And then it was just like, your brother is logged off. And I was like, and honestly, that was it. Never played hardcore with Mark again. It was just like, he was gone. He was like,
Oh, I
I
heard
was
about
like-
that guy who was like the first person to, or almost the first person to reach level 100 in hardcore Diablo 4. And then he lost his character at level 99 when he died due to a server glitch turn
I
off.
saw
or
that
internet.
on YouTube, yeah.
And he just lost all of his progress due to the loss of an internet connection.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that must have been
not,
gutting.
that must have been like 100 hours of his life gone. Look at James, he was literally on the stream a minute ago. He's now going to do 20 gifted
Oh,
subs.
fucking hell, James.
James, you're too generous, man.
I'm already-
Thank you so much.
Bloody hell, James.
My head's swimming enough already as it is, so I love you, but fuck you, mate.
No,
Oh,
I actually love you,
let's do
James. Thank you so much. That's super generous.
Hang on. This is going to be a tough one, to be honest.
Oh,
James says it's not quite a baking
Fuck.
membership,
ah,
but he's done 20
You can
gifted
join
subs.
my other
You
12
got OnlyFans,
subscribers.
have you?
I'm a
No,
subscriber
join
on
my,
my
my
channel.
12 subscribers to my baking channel.
I'm a
gonna say,
baking-
so much
I'm-
more
I'm a
successful
shit.
than
I've
yours,
only ever
John,
seen
to get on
a,
my level.
I was going to say, bet you got some subscribers tonight because I linked it in chat. You are now
Never.
at
There's only
20 subscribers. Look at that. You got 8 new subscribers.
Well, there's only 3 videos.
It was 4, no?
No, there's 3.
There's 3. Okay. So you need to make a new video for your 8 new
Baking,
subscribers.
I think I need to lose weight and do that.
yeah, it's gone too far back, mate. Repaste
I'll
the
be using
baking
it.
channel link. It's gone, mate.
Okay, I was going to say, you're going to be like the new Mr. Beast here, Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Like, Mr. Beast ain't got nothing on you. Did you?
I have awoken.
You're going to have to, like, what did Mr. Beast do? Did he not, like, bury himself underground for like 7 days or something? You're
No,
gonna have
I believe what happened with him was he appeared on YouTube at the right time.
to- yeah. He
I
actually,
have awoken.
he, I believe he counted to 100,000 on a single stream.
Hello,
That was
my
the
name
thing.
is Charlie, and I love to bake. Thanks for taking the time to check out my
Oh, I
channel.
made my dragon.
Yeah.
Charlie Bakes. Easy
I have
recipes.
awoken.
So
Bake
yeah,
with
if you want to
children.
see my lovely wife, then that's
But
our channel.
recipes is spelled
You can
wrong
check.
because I'm that.
That's
kind of
me 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I'm
I
gonna do a request.
where is it spelled wrong?
So that should be
Probably on
request.
me.
And
Apparently, I
that's
spelled
bread.
recipes wrong, love.
I have awoken.
Definitely.
I mean, also a C student in English. When people ask
you're
me,
the one for maths, and
when
I'm
people
the one for
ask me
English.
if I was good at, if people ask me about English, I just said English isn't even my country. Like I it's Scottish.
Even a Scottish person can spell recipe.
Like I don't want to speak English. What about Scottish?
It's
You
the
speak
bit on
John.
the graphic at the top of the channel if you give the tiny.
I have awoken.
Apparently, I spelled it wrong in the banner at the top of the channel.
I think I told you about that. John, that's really annoying.
Yeah, I might.
I look like some kind of
I
amateur
have awoken.
who can't fucking spell.
Okay.
Hey, you married him,
Brilliant.
Charlie.
Grief.
Yeah, Martin says you chose me. Was there not a
I
good
have
selection?
awoken.
No.
Oh,
Wow,
consolation
James.
prize.
James, 20 gifted.
There we
I think that's maybe the most gifted subs we've ever had.
I didn't know you could give 20
I
subs.
have awoken.
I have seen more than 20 on like Dr. Disrespect's channel a couple of times. Like,
How does one
how does one put
fix your spelling error?
Well, you can't if it's in a PNG that's uploaded to
have
the channel. You
awoken.
have to go on Canva and fix it.
Oh, John.
But you probably should make a new video. Your last video was like 18 months ago, and you did make an amazing Christmas cake with the kids.
Yeah, but it's too late to
I have
do
awoken.
Well, it's too late to video it, yes.
You'd have to make another
Mostly
Christmas cake then.
Mark's saying we just have to make another Christmas cake. We'd all send it to
One
Mark.
for next year. Yeah.
He would appreciate a Christmas cake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Apparently, you
okay.
can give away as many
We
subs as
put
you
rum
like.
in our Christmas cake.
Well,
I have awoken.
Somebody give away some grot subs then, because we've got about
Oh,
20
You
people
let
this
the
year.
kids decorate
that
it.
might be a bit difficult when we're not streaming.
How
I
does
don't know
it
if you
feel
can do
about
that
a
when we're not
festive
live.
dinosaur?
Right.
when are we live on Grotch, though? We're playing Darktide this week, right? That's
Yeah,
the
on
plan.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday we're playing Dark Tide.
The whatever
What
the
the
day
hell
the
am I
7th
supposed to
is.
do?
No, it's not the 7th.
It'll be the 4th.
4th. Yeah, there we go. Thursday the 4th. We'll be playing Dark Tide.
I haven't played it since like
Catapult.
probably like January, February last year when we played it
No,
last
no.
year.
Will be. I had to reload it last week and make sure it was all up to date and stuff. But Tony was saying that Kat has been playing it like all day today and stuff. So at least one of the four of us is going to know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, one of us is going to know what they're doing.
I can glide.
You can glide
I
as a
have
guy.
awoken.
Oh, it's going to be like
That's getting changed, by the way. In the next patch, 10.2.5, they're changing it so the evoker doesn't just glide; they get full-on mount dragon
Called
riding
myself
from being an evoker.
Herculean.
I have awoken.
Did you hear what she called her character? She just put like Dra in front of her previous character's name. Tell us,
To
tell
make
us
it
that.
right.
easier for you.
You what, sorry?
It's to make it easier for you.
What's easier so I can invite you to groups? Okay. Okay.
Do you not just
Yes.
invite them by real ID or something? Hey.
No, I'm very. I haven't played WoW in about
Well-
5 years, and we went back recently, and everything has changed. We didn't
Yeah.
have a fucking clue what we were doing.
Tell Charlie that
And
this
then
gliding
I
is
said,
changing
I
to
only
full-on
like the
proper
time
dragon
walking
riding
event.
in the next patch.
So apparently, you'll be able to dragon ride. You won't even need to pull your mount out. You'll just be able to dragon ride as a whatever your
As a Drac thing.
dragon thing is.
But is it the same as using the dragon mount?
Yes,
I
in the
imagine
next
so.
patch it will be.
They
Yes.
can shove that.
She hates that, by the way.
Joseph will set up a
That's it.
GoFundMe and then we'll all come to Florida and play the GT.
I was going to say you're going to have to come to Florida
Okay.
as well because your kids are gonna want to go to Florida, Tony. You'll have to.
I've only
We'll
got
have
one
to
of
get.
them, and if I'm lucky, he'll inherit my anti-American bias.
Well, he'll inherit this model you bought for him the other day, won't he?
He will. He's not allowed to know that I'm building him an orc army.
Yeah.
So that when he's a teenager, I can be like, "This is yours."
Wow, how cool! How you will literally be the coolest dad in the world when you do that. You know that, right? Because like, if my dad had done that shit when I was like
It'd be
10 or
wicked,
12,
wouldn't it?
it would be absolutely wicked.
Ask
Imagine that.
Tony what model he bought for him at Warhammer World on Wednesday.
Let me guess. A big orc with a mega gun, whatever the stupid shock attack
No,
gun is.
I
it?
mean, technically, yes, that could be true.
What did you buy him? Oh, you didn't buy
Bought
him
him a
like a
Stomper.
friggin' Stomper, was it?
Yeah, it was the
What a
last one on the
stomper.
shelf. Full on
Nice.
stomper.
If you're going to buy a ridiculous model, you're going to buy a Stomper.
You're gonna buy a Stomper, okay?
Well, I reckon that's going to go off sale soon because it's
you know
widely thought of as the worst GW kit that they make.
There was no bagpipes this year, Island Phoenix. That's the first
I think that child is asleep.
I was going to say the person who either played the bagpipes in the previous year has moved, or the child's not playing the bagpipes. I've got the window open, so if
It's
I hear
a
them,
schoolboy.
he was pretty good at the bagpipes, to be honest.
Well, I
It
mean,
hasn't been.
maybe they have
You
moved.
played the
'cause
bagpipes,
there's a lot-
John?
You know,
I cannot.
there's always people moving.
Not a proper Scottish.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? Jason, who is a channel member, says thank you, Charlotte, for sharing in the stream.
For sharing in the stream. Okay.
There
You're
you
welcome.
go. War Thunder just donated $10 for he's our number one fan.
Oh,
Apparently $10.
War Thunder,
War
have you
Thunder, thank
leaked
you so
any
much.
classified documents lately?
that was nice.
Oh,
Hang on, I haven't been keeping up on this.
hit me.
I've literally stopped modeling. I'm just trying to drink as fast as I can, as fast as these super chats and gifts
So
are
you're
Um,
not.
coming in.
You're clearly not. You're spending time talking that you could be
I know
spending.
you're spending too much time talking. I've got through so many cans of beer that it's not even funny.
Did you find my one side actually painted?
Your models that you painted, yeah, they're behind me. I can
Where's
get them out
Squad's
if you really
models
want.
you painted?
Oh
I mean, I
yeah,
don't
we
want
want to see what
to
Charlie
paint them,
painted.
but-
Show us what Charlie painted.
They're not
It's
finished.
the Necromunda starter set was what she was painting.
Okay.
The Necromunda starter set is a great set.
She was
Was
doing
it-
the Escher gang, the female.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes, it was. You know. Oh, I didn't know that they would be that easy for you to get.
That easy.
I just grabbed 3 of them. Don't know. Look at this
War Thunder
multicolored hail.
donated $10 via Super Chat.
Put them under your big camera, John.
Yeah, I am. I am.
Oh, there it is.
So, I mean, they're not finished, but to be fair, she was painting them pre-kids. So they've,
I'm
they've
not being
been...
funny, John, but they're better than yours.
He says they're better than mine. I think we're having technical difficulties. I think we're
If
losing
you drop
Tony,
it
guys.
into that drink and it gets covered in alcohol,
No,
I'm
Tony,
gonna
are you
laugh
still
my
there? Are you
nipples
still
off.
there? No, I think
Oh,
we're definitely
oops,
losing
I
you.
accidentally dropped them into this metal tankard full of alcohol. Ah, what a shame! It spoiled the paint job. Ah.
When I finally
sorry.
make it to Scotland,
Maybe when
I will
Michael goes to
bring
nursery,
some
I'll get
Necromunda
that
stuff. We can play Necromunda because that's a good game.
Yeah, I like Necromunda. I used to really like the old edition.
Yeah, I did as well. I used to play the Lack in the old edition and Arbites, but now I've got the funny police enforcers.
The Adeptus Arbites, yeah. I used to play Orlok in the 90s when it first came out, but I didn't get into it when it came out recently again because I didn't trust they'd be supporting it for long, and they really have.
Hatter plays Orlok, and he just wrecks everybody, so nobody wants to play him anymore.
Oh, figures.
We have a super chat for you, Charlotte.
Oh.
Charlie, do you cover dough for pie before rolling?
Cover it.
That's what she
Oh,
asked.
to allow it to
Do
rise.
I cover dough? As in, like, to facilitate rolling the dough?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the baker. That's the question.
I mean, I have a special mat for rolling doughs and fondant in.
Special mat.
And it's like two sheets of plastic, and it has measurements and circles on it, and that makes it easier for me to cover cake.
It's going to sound like a spirograph.
Not like a spirograph, John, no. Stay in your lane.
Terence follows up with, do you have to let it rise first?
Do you have to let it rise first, as Terence is saying?
Oh, we're talking about bread dough. If I was letting it rise, I would put it in a greased bowl or an oiled bowl, and I would put some cling film over, and then I would put a towel over it.
I was going to say, you're going to have to get on your channel. Look, people are interested
What do
in
you
it.
use to oil the bowl? Do you use butter or do you use olive oil?
I can't
Oil.
even remember what the 3 videos were.
Do you use butter or olive oil?
I use whatever oil we bought.
Whatever you can find in your baking
Whatever is in
cupboard.
the cupboard,
Yeah.
which is sometimes just vegetable oil.
Sometimes Charlotte buys special butter that's only to be used for cakes, and I just end up like taking
Spreading it on your damn sandwiches.
it out. She's like, that's not the butter for the.
It can't even taste
What
good
do
in
you
a
mean?
sandwich.
How do you have
Is it
special butter?
like
You're not
special
brandy
sea
butter.
salt butter or something?
It's-
Tesco's
What
finest.
butter
or
is used for
something.
frying things or making toast?
On the box.
I don't. Well, apparently I don't know, but apparently you don't. I mean,
This
when
would be
you're
a
making-
lot easier if Charlotte could hear what we were saying. Let's be fair.
I mean, it's the
I
equivalent.
don't know how to do that though without you guys echoing.
Can you plug in a second pair of headphones or something?
Can I plug in a second pair of
But then she wouldn't be able
headphones
to
on
hear
my
Warcraft, so maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know.
Robert says they're better than these abominations, aren't they? Yes, they are.
Special butter, yeah. absolutely.
No, but I do have the squats in Necromunda, Peter. Van Sar look wicked.
Brands are
No,
good, cool.
Vodka in the pie dough. No, it wouldn't rise very well. Love a bit of Lurpak.
I love the way
I
the
don't know
new
how I feel
Delark
about
in
this
Necromunda
dragon
looked really
thing.
like
It
the
reminds me
weird,
of,
creepy alien guys from the movie Dark City from the 90s.
the wolf people.
Yeah, I can
whose
see that.
name just went out of my head. You know them. I didn't like them.
Right,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got a bit.
Morgan,
I
it's
can't
nice.
figure out how it
This
attaches,
is
so I
like
might
a
abandon
Morgan
this project.
skin.
Is that because you're a little bit pissed?
I was going to say, what are you making?
I'm trying to make a storm speeder.
Oh, with all the scouts attached to it.
Yeah.
Why were you making that? It's Legends.
Oh, fucking
Because I've got the kit, so I might as well.
You might as well finish it. Okay, no, I get that. I've been very reluctant to do anything with my.
favorite baked dish, Charlotte.
I
if you-
love
If you open the
old,
stream on your
ridiculous,
computer,
crazy
you'll
shit.
be able to hear us.
Oh,
Highland says Necromunda squats better than Votan.
where's,
Yes, they are. They are so much better than Votan.
where's your channel?
They're what Votan should
Did you
have
hear
been.
this shit? She's like, "Where's your channel? Where's your channel?" Like,
Am I subscribed to you?
hold on a minute. Take a guess. Where's my channel? I want
Who
to.
am I subscribed to? Not you, apparently.
She subscribed to the Three Grots.
I bet she isn't. She doesn't subscribe to our channel because we're not good enough.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. You're not subscribed to my channel. Thanks, love. I thought you were supportive.
But apparently I'm not.
Apparently you're not subscribed.
Was I subscribed to one of your other channels?
Hang on, Marcus has sent Charlotte a super chat.
No. Is this it?
Yeah, click that.
Drunk Angels
Hold
Commander.
on. No. We don't interrupt this.
Right, you'd have to skip the advert. Oh, good, you're getting the ad revenue. I love it.
This house is skimp. Yeah.
There you go. Right, now you'll be able to hear.
Right, Marcus has sent Charlotte a super chat.
Charlotte, what's your favourite baked dish?
I died while I was fanning around with your channel.
She's not blaming hardcore, or she'd be raging.
You absolute.
You'll be alright, you wouldn't spawn that far away.
You're still in the starter zone for Draxir. How can you have died in there?
What's my favourite baked dish? Brownies.
Brownies is
Yeah,
a
good
favourite.
shout. For me, it's got to be a good apple crumble.
I don't know how I died.
John, what's your favourite baked dish?
Came away from the window to subscribe to his channel and find it.
I wouldn't subscribe to his channel, it's rubbish.
I like cinnamon buns.
I've subscribed to your channel, Charlotte. Can you
Cinnamon
subscribe
buns.
to our Three Grots channel as well, while you're at it, please?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Big cinnamon buns.
But then...
Yeah, cinnamon buns. You know, like Cinnabon style buns. I like cinnamon buns.
Jesus Christ, John.
What's wrong with cinnamon buns?
To make them, you were like...
Of all the things of baked goods in the world,
I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish. We're weird, Tony. Come on.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
wrong with a cinnamon bun?
The answer's bread. Sourdough, preferably.
Okay.
Oh.
Monkey, I don't know what you'd say is a pain to paint because I've definitely died trying to paint it, but I can't find your earlier comment.
Went for dinner with my mum and my sister yesterday for Christmas because we went to the in-laws for Christmas Day. And for dessert for that, my wife baked a apple and mincemeat crumble. So it's like a mince pie crumble. It's really, really nice.
I'd enjoy that.
That sounds nice, actually. Highland Phoenix says, so the news of 2020 so far is John's wife doesn't subscribe to me.
I wouldn't blame her.
Drink. Yeah, there we
That's
go.
not
Terrible
true,
channel.
because I do now.
You do now. Well, I got one new subscriber tonight.
Yeah, do you subscribe to Three Grots and a Vox as well?
I think I might be your oldest channel
I'm not
member.
saying I'll
John.
watch it, but I am subscribed.
Oh, no, you don't have to watch it, but subs is always good.
I was going to say, there's a few people that are very, very old subscribers. Highland Phoenix is one of them. Tony, you think you're one of them? Do you remember how many members I had when you subscribed?
No, I don't remember.
It doesn't tell me.
No, it doesn't tell you.
I mean, when we became your mods, you said you don't have to subscribe anymore, and I took that literally and didn't
Hang
understand.
on, I'm managing my membership.
Okay.
I've been a member for 3 years and no days.
Well,
I think I'm your oldest member.
Highland Phoenix donated £4.99 via Super Chat.
I did see.
So the news
it
of
might have been you,
2024
Tony. I
so
did see
far is
that one
that
of you
John's
guys
wife
paid
doesn't
me like
subscribe to BA
$4.99
Commander.
one of the months. And I
Weary
looked
cat.
at it and I was like, why on earth are you guys paying me $4.99? Like, I love you guys. You're on the channel all the time helping out. You don't need to.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
like,
it wasn't me, mate. I've only had like gifted subs for the past 2 years, at least.
I think I've spent more money being a member than I've earned from the Grotty channel.
well, thank you for fueling my, I guess, alcohol drinking. Or,
Yep, and giving 30% every month to Google because they
and making Google richer. I mean, that's good as well, I suppose. There's nothing we can do about that, though, right? If Google want to get richer, they'll get richer. Same as Apple.
And
I do find that very funny that Apple won't let you do gifted subs.
No. Apple will, but Google won't enable it because if you do a gifted sub through any platform that's not Apple, Google get the full amount of revenue. Whereas if you do it through Apple, they get only 70%. So they don't want people to do gifted subs through Apple. So it's Google who've chosen not to enable it.
I see.
in an Apple application. Yeah.
Cool. Mark said he had 700 members when I joined. Wow. Well, thank you. I mean, the thing for me was, the weird thing for me with this channel was I made a few videos and I had 0 subscribers, because that's what happens.
Yep.
Because everyone starts with 0, right? And I'd done the Army List show on a Sunday a couple of times. And I want to say, like, the first, let's say, month I did the Army List show, I did a whole show, like the whole 45 minutes, the whole hour show, and I had 0 watchers. So I basically did a show to no one. But what happened was, like, one person subscribed. I don't know who that fucking person was, but that one person that did subscribe sort of gave me the confidence. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I must be doing something that someone's interested in. I wish I knew who that one person was, because it was sort of a turning point for me where I was like on 0 subscribers and one random person went like, okay, yeah, I'll subscribe. And I was like, huh, cool. Somebody's interested.
So I think I got into you off the back of 9th edition, and that came out July 2020. So that would have been right in the middle of the pandemic and all the lockdown stuff.
I think you had a couple of hundred subscribers when I joined.
Yeah.
But I know what the feeling is with a stream with nobody on it, because I've done that. When I
done that. You did that for me when I was on holiday as well.
I took over your BA stream and I did the Sanguinor non-metallic metal, and I was literally sitting there for about 3 hours on my own. And that was the most depressing stream.
Marius is here with his $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Marius.
Cheers, Marius.
Absolute legend.
I was going to say happy Ultramarines in 2024.
Have an ultra new year, folks. It doesn't mention Marines and stuff. It just says ultra.
Is anything new coming for Ultramarines in 2024?
Ultramarines are rubbish.
Harsh, but true.
Right, I've got to go and point pink pistols again. I broke the seal.
Yeah, you have broken the seal. Mario says we're going to lose a member if we don't get that Terminator fixed.
Smithy reckons you can go back to your emails and see who your first subscriber was.
Do you know what? You can actually, because it does tell you for your first like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. YouTube literally emails you for every new subscriber, but once you get over 1,000, they stop doing that.
Go for it.
Possibly I could find out who number 1 was.
Cheers,
Scott's coming in with 20. I think that's Australian dollars.
Yeah, I think I'll have to.
Thanks, Blood Angels Commander, and 3 Grots for all the videos this year. You've been my go-to since getting back to 40k. The start of 10th edition after a 20-year hiatus. 3,500 points of Blood Angel since 10th and counting by the blood are we made strong. I love it. Welcome, Scott. Thank you. Nice to see you.
I think that's probably me done for alcohol for the evening. Otherwise, I'm going to pass out the whole way on the way to the bedroom. Which is
I was going to say, do not do that. Yes. That's usually what happens with me, and then I get in trouble from the wife.
What's that? I wasn't listening.
When I pass out in the hallway.
That is very irritating. Annabella, in fact, still.
Oh yeah, you can tell the story.
That Daddy was unwell and fell asleep on the floor in the kitchen.
She still sometimes says that, actually.
Marius Gage donated £4.99 via Super Chat.
Fucking hell,
have an ultra new year, folks.
Thank you.
On the kitchen floor.
Where had I even been that day? I was out with the football for my birthday. That was when it was.
Hey, at least it was inside the house.
Thanks back and 3 Grots channel for all the bits this year. You've been my go-to since getting back into 40k at the start of 10th after a 20-year hiatus.
Do you know what?
3,500
Sorry, I've got to
PTS
interrupt.
since 10th.
How the hell have you painted 3,500 points of Blood Angel since the start of 10th?
Because he doesn't have 2 friggin' kids, or he doesn't have 1 friggin' kid, man. You don't realise how much of your time.
Points. Unless you paint the Warlord Titan and called it a day.
I don't know. It's dedication. You can get that shit done.
That's bonkers. Well done. I'm impressed.
War Thunder's asking about people's favourite drinks. War Thunder, can I please recommend you This is Australian, by the way. Made in Australia. Mr. Black. I was actually surprised that they called it this, because I felt like that's a strange name to go with, but whatever. Mr. Black coffee liqueur. They have 3 different brands of it now, and it is the nicest coffee liqueur money can buy, honestly. It's a little bit more expensive than regular coffee liqueur, maybe like £30 a bottle here in the UK, but they brew the coffee with cold water, right? So like normally you brew coffee with hot water, and because you use the hot water...
Sorry, John, are you saying it's a cold brew coffee?
Yes, and you know what that means. If you do
I think
that.
everyone knows what that means.
Okay, cool. Everybody knows what that means. I didn't know what it meant.
Because Starbucks never has it in stock, and it's really, really nice.
I didn't know what it meant.
It's terrible.
It's true.
It's bad
I'd
for the
honestly say
environment,
if you like coffee liqueur, if you like sort of Kahlua or the standard coffee liqueur, spend the extra $10, get a bottle of Mr. Black. It's honestly the nicest coffee liqueur money could buy. Someone actually, we had a few friends around from work yesterday, and someone brought me this. And then I looked up how much it cost, and I was like, man, he spent way too much, because we just made some shitty curry from like Asda, which was fine.
It does remind me a little bit of Reservoir Dogs.
Honestly, this coconut rum, the regular one's lovely, but this one doesn't even taste like there's alcohol in it.
Black coconut coffee, right? Okay. I might have to get a bottle of that and take it to the next 40k.
Mark, what's your favourite drink anyway? Sorry, we haven't answered the question yet.
What? Everyone's favourite drink? Are we...
Someone said moonshine. Joseph said
exactly.
his drink is moonshine.
Alright, so since you haven't specified alcoholic or non-alcoholic, I'm going to go with my actual favourite drink, which is a particular brand called Fentimans makes a dandelion and burdock, which goes back to my childhood, and I absolutely love it. It's
is that the one I bought you in Warhammer World the other day?
That's the one. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever I can get that, I really, really like it.
Fentimans is nice.
Yeah, Fentimans do some really good shit. They do like a cloudy lemonade. They do elderflower stuff. They do some.
I like the Mandarin
cola. Yeah. In alcoholic terms, it'll either be a good mead or maybe a sake or something.
Yeah, War Thunder. It would be good in Irish coffee. You could honestly drink it straight as well.
I quite like a beer. I feel like that's not complicated enough. But
there's nothing wrong with just liking beer, man.
I like a beer.
All right, I want to pause this showcase here, just for the sake of this.
We're going to pause it on Brick's
My favourite
Hammerfall, not a bunker.
Brick of Bruh made a custom scratch-built Hammerfall bunker and played it and said it was really, really good with game. And I just
fucking hell, James.
Fair play to him. That's really awesome. Fuck, James. Oh, Jesus.
Mark,
all right, we got to down it. We really do you know what? I wasn't really into this, but now I am. James Fisher with 100 fucking 100.
Jesus Christ.
I love you and I hate you.
Right. Blasphemy.
No, I actually love James.
Jesus Christ, James.
Put some more in there for this. Just for you. There we go.
James, thank you so much.
This is going to hurt.
I have very fond memories of that. James lives in Chicago, and he flew to Scotland to go on like hiking all around Scotland with his friends. And he came to Elgin, and me and James went up Ben. Let me get this right. We went up Ben Egan.
Okay.
No, Ben Nevis is in England.
Okay.
Okay, well, we went up a hill called Ballynagan, which is definitely in Scotland, and it was, we got, like, I want to say we got 3/4 up the hill, right, and we saw, like, loads of other people in the hill, and then when we got 3/4 up the hill, the rain was going, like, sideways, right, you know, like, proper Scottish weather, like, super rainy, super sideways, and I sort of looked at James and was like, are we going to the top of this hill? And he's like, yeah, we've gone like 3/4 of the way up. I'm only going to be in Scotland once. Let's go to the top. And I was like, okay. So we go up to the top of the hill. We literally stay on the top of the hill for like 1 minute because the rain at this point is literally coming in sideways. We walk back down like the 25% where we saw other people, and we're like, we saw no one at the top except us, because sort of like we were just mentalists, I guess. We decided we're going to the top.
I've got a question at this point. Is there any point in having your little hobby camera active in the slightest?
No.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well,
James Fisher donated $100 via super chat.
James,
Everyone finished a drink.
James, kid went mental. I know the feeling, mate.
Yeah, so we came down the hill, and honestly, like, my trousers were the wettest I've ever been on that hill. And we got back to the car. Yeah, because I peed myself, yeah, sure. And we got back to the car, and James was like, "It's right, we got up the top." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking soaked." And I have a line on my boxer shorts, like, halfway down, where, like, my waterproof jacket extended to. So, like, half my boxer shorts were bone dry because they were, like, under the waterproof jacket, and the other half of the boxer shorts just dripping wet. It was crazy. So it was. I feel like if anyone else in Scotland, like if I'd met a friend from Scotland and we got that far up the hill, I'd be like, yeah, it's too wet to go all the way to the top, right? But because he was all the way from Chicago, we're like, we're fucking doing this.
Yeah, the echo's going on because I think Charlie's got it on speaker or something.
When we come to Scotland, John, can we go up the hill?
We 100% can go up the hill. And we can go up the hill as wet as it is, and then we can send a photo to James to say, look, we did it.
I hate you all.
I like walking in hills in the rain.
Is this when you're going to want us to film our audition for the Henry Cavill Warhammer show?
We haven't done that yet. I feel like we should.
Just like that other moron on the internet who somebody shared the...
Werty donated $10 via super chat. At James Fisher want a game next weekend? I need LVO practice.
Yeah. Well, apparently James and Werty are going to have a game next weekend.
Yeah, so more power to you. Let us know how it goes. No, it wasn't Charlotte Speakers. It's whatever he did when turning off the hobby cam.
I think it's...
all right.
Is it still
Hold on. I'm getting a bit drunk to manage OBS.
It might be something you all can hear that we can't hear, which would make sense in a way.
I don't know how anything works. You've switched to your own camera, John.
Have you switched the microphone input?
Oh, yeah. That might be it. Yeah, because when I put that camera on to myself, then I guess there would have been another microphone source. Sure. That should be it fixed. Sorry, thank you.
So was it not me?
No, it was not you, sweetheart. But, I mean,
John being
someone here to blame for technical issues, right?
What's new?
We're also going to drink whiskey when we come to Scotland, aren't we, John?
You are 100% going to drink whiskey. You're going to have to drink some of this Mr. Black as well, because this stuff's absolutely lovely. I'm like the biggest advocate of this stuff, Mr. Black, honestly.
I was pretty stoked to come up and meet you, John, before, but now I'm doubly stoked to come up and meet Charlotte at the same time. She sounds fucking awesome.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
To quote Anchorman, I'm very aroused.
We watched Elf recently, right? And you know that scene in Elf when they're like, they say he's in the store and they're like, Santa's coming tomorrow, and like Will Ferrell's like, what would you call him? Overexcited?
Oh yeah. I've seen these bits.
Santa, right? We went and saw Santa, and my daughter had seen Elf like 3 days before. She's only 4, and she's like looking at me. She's honestly like that. She's like, "Daddy, it's Santa."
I have never seen Elf in my life.
You've never seen Elf in your life?
I've never seen Elf.
Next Christmas, you need to buy yourself Elf and watch it on Christmas Eve.
Well, why would I do that?
I really wanted to see
I could watch
Violent
Christmas
Night
Carol
this
instead
Christmas,
again.
and I haven't seen it.
I did pay like £4 to Amazon to get Violent Night and watch that. That was fun.
Was it good? Because I really wanted to see it, and I missed it this
good.
Christmas. I've got to wait another year before I can watch it now.
It was the same level of bullshit that Die Hard and fucking John Wick movies are.
Both films I love.
Instead of Santa, yeah. So if you think they're good, then you'll like Violent Night.
I wanted to watch it, but then the kids were always right.
All right, hold on.
It's not a kid-friendly movie. It's definitely not a kid-friendly movie.
Alan's like a year, not even a year old. He's like 10 months old. He ain't gonna know shit. We can watch that.
I was gonna say, who could do a better Glaswegian accent, Charlotte? You or me?
Hang on, I've got the test for this.
Probably.
Where's that script
so?
from Train Spotting?
I was gonna say, choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a family. Choose a big fucking television. Choose washing machines, cars, compact disc players, and electrical tin openers. Who the fuck has an electrical tin opener? When was that ever like, you know, like you've made it in life, you have an electrical tin opener. Like, it's too much to turn
I like our one that's not electrical.
Yeah.
Mark is speaking heresy. I'm not speaking heresy. Muppet Christmas Carol is the best Christmas movie.
Muppet
None.
Christmas
I
Carol
will
is the
not
best
hear
Christmas
a word
movie.
said against
You need to watch
Goodnights.
Elf. Elf is a great movie,
Muppet
actually.
Christmas Carol
I know,
is
but
good.
Will Ferrell.
Sorry, can I just
be
go back to the
the
fact that
complete
John
complete
finally did the
individual
train spotting
knob
We
thing?
didn't watch
occasion.
I've been trying to get him to do it for like a year.
She would love. She would have gone mental. She loves the Muppets.
Muppet Christmas Carol is amazing.
I was going to say, what happens with our Michael, who's 2 now, when he doesn't want to do something, he just says, or not. So we put on like the Snowman movie the other day, you know, like a 1980s Snowman walking in the air, and he just looked at the telly, he's like, or not.
Tony, you're just going to have to go back to the stream afterwards and replay it to timestamp.
So I can get so excited.
Whatever the hell it is, so that you can hear John do the train spotting thing.
Why are you so excited about Trainspotting, man? It's like
It's such a great film.
It was a great
genuinely made my childhood. That whole like choose life, choose job.
You know, that explains a lot about
choose
you.
a family, choose a fucking big television, choose washing machines.
Do you know what?
cars,
You've got a better
compact disc
Glaswegian
players,
accent than I
laptops,
do.
openers. Choose good health, low cholesterol, and dental insurance. That literally made my life.
I was going to say, I have to listen to that in his accent and see how well I can do it. But that was Tony reading it. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do a Glaswegian accent. All I know, the only word I know in Glaswegian is chocolate.
Goni no.
Like, Goni no do that. How no?
You walloper.
If Ewan McGregor turned up and propositioned any of us, would any of us say no?
Yeah. My trousers would be around my ankles immediately.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely. You'd be like, "Hello there."
Muppets Christmas Carol. I really need you to watch Elf, because Elf is honestly a great movie. We watched it.
Will Ferrell's just
No,
What's wrong with Will Ferrell?
Ferrell was nothing.
out of every
compared to
3
Ewan
films he
McGregor.
makes,
I mean,
2
he's
of
funny,
them
though.
are cringy bullshit, and one of them is good. And
Okay,
I'm
well, Elf is definitely one of the good ones, right? Here's a right.
Elf
Look, we'll
is-
do a poll. We haven't done a poll tonight.
Elf is actually.
Is Elf a good movie? If this right, at what percent number does Mark have to watch it?
66%.
66%. 66.666 repeating, of course, right?
Yeah, 2/3.
Okay. Yes or no? Is Elf a good Christmas movie? I didn't write Christmas movie. I just wrote it's a good movie.
It's fine.
Come on, guys.
Is that Elf a good movie?
Hey, it could be worse. At
Hey,
least spell elf correctly.
I must just tell. Hey, I think I'm going to go downstairs to get more beer, Charlotte. You need to catch up about 5 pints at this point.
Is a elf?
Charlotte, I think you should stand in for John while he's not here.
What are you catching up? Excuse me.
I'm going to
Are
be
you doing a
honest
cross
here,
trainer in the
not
morning,
voted
though?
Yeah,
this
but I
one way or
can't
the
drink
other.
as much as you because I've got to share the bed with Michael.
Oh, that's true. You have to share the bed.
I might roll on to
Yeah.
sleep.
I mean, Annabelle's in my bed, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I think she can fend for herself.
Sulu is the
Get
best
me
Christmas
one.
movie. Die Hard is a good Christmas movie. That's,
Die Hard's
I mean,
the best.
yippee-ki-yay, right?
Yeah.
Mummy
Oh
buckets.
shit! I saw something on Facebook recently, which was screw this lesbian rom-com stuff that's going on at the moment. I would watch a Die Hard movie in which Charlize Theron went on a revenge rampage after trying to rescue her wife, and then Charlize Theron replied to that tweet saying, "Where do I sign up?" I would watch
I'd
that.
watch
shit.
that.
Absolutely, any day of the week. That'd be amazing.
Charlize
No hesitation.
Theron.
Charlize Theron.
She was in Fast and Furious, right?
The modern Mad Max film
Yeah,
is one
she
of my
was.
favourites.
She was Furiosa in the most recent Mad Max movie.
Oh, okay.
She was the baddie.
Well,
We had a thing for a while where every year we were watching Die Hard, and then the year after we were watching Die Hard 2, and then going back and forth and back and forth.
why
And
would
then
you
we
watch
had
any
children.
Die Hard
And then
movies?
we had children,
Die Hard
yeah,
one,
yeah,
to be fair.
Right.
I quite like the
No, we'll
first
get there. Our
couple of them.
children will eventually want to watch Die Hard. Do you know what the thing about, if you haven't watched Die Hard in a while, the thing about Die Hard that I kind of find funny is in the very first scene of Die Hard, he's smoking a cigarette at the luggage collection in like an airport.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, like
it makes you feel old, doesn't it?
you know.
I think the first movie I ever
smoke
saw
cigarettes
Charlize
inside,
Theron
like
was,
ever.
remember that lawyer film, The Devil's Advocate, with Keanu Reeves
Yeah, I love
and
that
Al
film.
Pacino, and Charlize Theron was in that as Keanu Reeves' wife. That was an awesome movie.
Ironically, I gave up smoking when the smoking ban came in.
Oh, did you? Good for you, man.
I wasn't like, I didn't smoke that much, but when they were like, you can't smoke indoors anymore, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to bother then. And that makes you feel old.
Oh, it's 1 a.m. and I've had more to drink now than I do
Oh,
in
yeah, we
most
could have
of
watched
6 minutes.
Gremlins. Don't you
Gremlins.
dare like that. If you want to live to see tomorrow, don't you dare.
Woohoo!
I missed the beginning of that. John, what are you not allowed to do if you want to see tomorrow?
Smoke.
Smoke cigarettes in the house.
To be fair, that shit will kill you.
To be fair, I've had that packet 6 months. I don't smoke very often. Oh, look, another super chat. As an American, District 9 is my favourite documentary on South African.
District 9 was a good film, and I'm really disappointed they didn't make a sequel to that.
They were going to make a sequel, right?
Yeah, they were going to. And also, the director was going to be making an Aliens movie for a while until that sort of like panned out and didn't go anywhere after a couple of years worth of chat on it, which is a really real shame.
I thought they were like. There's been so many talks about them redoing something with Aliens over the last few years, but I think really
There's
panned
that
out.
TV series coming out, isn't there?
They drew in it.
Is there?
Yeah. I can't remember who's making it, but there is a TV series.
I'm gonna go get another beer. Do you want something? Love?
Yes, please.
What do
Can I have another IPA?
you got?
Yeah, what's that?
What have you got? What do
What have we got? We've got that bottle of rum that you won in the raffle. Is it rough? Is it?
It's all right in the Christmas cake. I wouldn't drink it.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, I'd have a go at the bottle of rum.
It's fine when it's diluted in dried fruit.
You've got cocktails. You've got a couple of cocktails. Then?
Oh yeah.
There's vodka. You could do your screwball.
I
A
drank
screwdriver,
beer
sorry.
the mad squirrel. So
Those were great ice creams. Do you remember those? Screwball. No.
It's
Screwdriver.
true.
You want a screwdriver?
Because Disney owns Aliens and it's got the Alien
Yes.
Queen in it, every alien that is descended from the Alien Queen is now a Disney princess.
Slave.
hey, every alien queen.
Okay, so one screwdriver. Is that it?
I feel like you should talk us through making the screwdriver, John.
I mean, it's literally one shot. Or do you want one shot or 2 shots of vodka?
One shot.
One shot of vodka and then a bunch of fresh orange juice. It's like literally the easiest combo
Isn't
in
that
the
just
world.
the vodka orange then?
Next year's New Year's stream is going to
It
have to
is,
live up to
but-
this one. Oh no.
Because I tried.
It's called a screwdriver.
I tried some of that rum.
That's a horrible concept.
I've tried it with Coke. Well, Pepsi, and I've tried it with orange juice, and it was disgusting.
Alright, you guys have to fill for a minute here.
All right, we're going to vamp for a minute. I think Charlie should come on the screen and take your place.
Yeah, move over, Charlie.
We're going to vamp for
Take the main seat.
Just start messing around with the things in his background because that'll really screw with him.
Really?
Oh yeah, just pick them up and move them around a bit. Just knock them off the wall.
Just start messing around with the things in his background because that'll really screw with him.
Oh, get a bit of blue tack or something and put it inside his mouth.
That's what I do to his friends at work, because one of them has like little toys on his desk, and when I go in, I move them around his desk.
Oh yeah.
You just
Get
move them a
blue
little
tack or
bit. If you move
sellotape.
them too much,
Not
they'll
really
notice.
bothered.
Just
Stick
do
it
a
on the
little
inside
bit.
of his mouth so it won't work.
I move them around.
All sorts of other little tricks.
All right.
I'm not sure if you're hearing us in real time or if it's coming through a little bit delayed through the YouTube thing.
Screwballs are the best. Ice cream and bubble gum after. What
Health
the
on a
fuck
shelf.
hell does that
Yes.
even mean? Screwballs are the best. Ice cream and bubble gum after.
Oh.
So it was an ice cream thing. You still get them in farm foods, probably. And it was like a raspberry ripple ice cream, and then in the very bottom of it, there was a bubblegum ball.
Yeah, a little bubblegum ball. They still do them at
which
like
was frozen solid.
The vans of ice cream that drive around and park.
Wouldn't that go all like dry and crunchy under all that cold?
No, not normally.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Jim says put tape under his mouse.
But the ice cream was quite nice.
I quite like an ice cream. Actually, if I'm honest, I'm gonna make an admission now that's gonna make everybody sign off.
I don't have any tea.
I prefer sorbet to ice cream.
I wouldn't say I prefer, but they're both about. A good mango sorbet is very nice.
A mango sorbet or a raspberry sorbet. Better than ice cream.
No, it's fine.
He's an English colonising savage. It's absolutely fine.
What are we colonising?
Scotland and everybody else. I don't know.
Not better.
I think it worked the other way around. I think Scotland colonised England because they started frying everything.
Have you ever eaten Fry's Mars bar? Charlie?
Yeah, obviously. I was a Boy Scout.
No, Charlie.
Best ice cream is a Solero.
Have you ever eaten Fry's Mars bar?
You've moved.
I used to work with the man who invented the Solero.
Thank you.
And that's not a joke. I actually worked with the man who invented the Solero.
John, have you ever eaten fried Mars bar? Deep fried Mars bar?
My granddad used to know someone that owned a chip shop. So yes, we've eaten them quite a few times.
What's that?
You had a bad cream egg, yeah?
I was going to say, Charlotte must be well on her way because she was like an hour ago, she was like, I'm not coming on stream because I'm in my pajamas. And now she's like, yeah, fuck it.
That's all right.
Well, it's
we're very welcome.
Midnight at this point.
Well, Mark's very welcome. I'm a horrific human being.
I was going to say, bastard crunchies were the best, says Marius.
Oh no.
Well, that seems.
Do you remember? This might be something that's going to fall completely flat. But do you remember Camp Donuts?
Honeycomb would be improved by deep frying.
So I was a Boy Scout, and what we used to do was batter a jam sandwich, and we call it a Camp Donut.
Sorry, what?
Jam sandwich?
Battered jam sandwich.
That's a jam sandwich, yeah.
That'd be alright.
So, as Boy Scouts, you'd batter everything. So Mars bars, the odd burger, cream eggs, whatever. But a battered jam sandwich is called a Camp Donut.
Has anybody got any Blood Angels questions to get us?
Are you sure you're not suspicious?
No, Werty said the Balvenie John recommended some time ago has become my favourite. Has become a favourite of my brother and I. Which Balvenie was that?
Is that a brand of scotch, I take it?
Balvenie is a distillery maybe like 12 miles from here, which, yeah, they have like 10 different scotches or something. The thing that has happened in the last year is scotch has almost doubled in price. I don't know because of Brexit or COVID or...
you keep buying it all?
Yeah, because Glenallachie is my favourite brand of scotch.
I mean, I still don't like whiskey. Because I'm a monster, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a great many reasons, I'm sure, yeah.
Charlotte, can I just say something? Thanks for subscribing to me.
Max.
No, I was. Does that mean? Wait, does that mean I unsubscribed at some point?
Maybe you saw my video and was like, that's not for me. That's not for me.
No.
My wife watched one video and said, it's not for me, and quit.
James, did you buy a bottle of Glen Murray when you were here? I actually don't remember. So James came here. I think I said, like, we went on that hike. We went to one of the local distilleries, and James bought like I want to say like a plethora of drinks. You know, like when you do a distillery tour, you normally get like one drink. I've never done it before, but we got like sat down and we're like, here's the VIP package. You get all the drinks, and we drank all the different scotches. It was great. I've never done it before, actually, which is...
What was that at Glenmurray?
That was at Glenmurray, yeah. And that's when I showed you that one bottle from Glenmurray that I can't remember what it's called. Like, I think I linked it to you. You didn't buy it for my Christmas, so you...
Jura 18-year-old. Ooh, 18-year Scotch is not going to be
when
cheap.
I get a job. You know, one of those real jobs.
Marius apparently got to try a 50-year-old 1949 bottle.
Oh.
I did, but this was the podcast. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay, James. Nice. James, thanks for being so generous tonight, dude. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate it.
I think I've got the empty bottle of the last bottle of Glenallachie I have kicking around here somewhere.
I saw you drinking Glenallachie.
Every
Every time I drive down to Glasgow, I literally drive right past that distillery because we kind of have to go that way.
There we go. This one.
Glenallachie, is it? Glenallachie?
Glenallachie.
Yeah, that's the one right near that weird road where it goes like up and down. There's like the one random petrol station with one pump.
So I went to a tasting with a mate here in Birmingham. We tasted 6 different whiskies, and this was the one that I liked the most. And he got me a bottle for Christmas because he's a fucking legend.
Yeah, it's nice when friends do that for you, isn't it? I was drinking bourbon earlier tonight, Deadpool.
I knew the guy who helped build the nuclear tick Tomahawk cruise missile. I call him father. When the day comes, we're going to get some sunglasses and sunscreen and sit at the DC Mall with beers. Marcus, can I come and join you?
My response to that is wrong, and I probably shouldn't say it out loud on stream. So I'm going to.
I feel like you should.
Myself.
Mark, thanks so much for putting that slideshow.
I'm only going to say it if Marcus really wants me to say it because it's wrong and it's unpleasant and it reflects on how wrong my brain is or can be at sometimes. So,
Mark, your brain isn't wrong. I've known you for ages, and you're one of the nicest people I know.
Yeah, that's because I don't say shit like I'm trying not to say right now.
Whereas I'm a horrible human
Generally
being,
speaking,
and I say mean stuff all the time just for the sake of it.
Oh, God.
So Mark Jackson got scotch that was apparently $75 a shot.
Wow, that better be some pretty good scotch. To be honest, $75, I want a blowjob that goes with it.
I'd buy a shot of that just to taste it and see how amazing it'd be.
Do you know what? We went to
scotch is worth no drink is worth $75 a shot.
100%.
Yeah, but you got to try it once, haven't you? Just like
not for $75.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you only live once, man. So if you can afford the 75 for one shot,
you
why
only
not?
live once. And I've drunk a lot of nice drinks. I've travelled the world and I've eaten lots of nice food. But there is no single 25mm shot of drink that would make me think, do you know what? $75, money well spent.
Oh yeah, but there's diminishing returns when you pay something and you start to pay more and more. The quality you get doesn't reach the same rate as the money, which is fine.
100%.
But just once in my life to taste a whiskey of that sort of age and quality, I'd do that.
But you could just lie. I could just give you any old shit and say $75 a shot, and it's fantastic. You'd be like, yeah.
At which point you wouldn't do it again, would you? So
no, I guess you wouldn't.
Someone once gave me a £1,500 bottle of wine, and I was just sort of like, it's very nice, but in all honesty, it tasted the same as a £20 bottle of wine.
So you reckon they might have sticked you and given you some?
I feel like someone might be lying to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough.
A shot in Europe is typically 25 mils. Some places do 35. I know in America sometimes they do 50s.
Is that like a shot or a friend shot?
No. Well, when I was in San Francisco, it was 50 mils was a measure.
50 mil?
Yeah, that was a measure in San Francisco. But the thing in San Francisco, you buy 3 whiskeys, you're like $100. So yes, you're getting a 50 mil, but you're paying for it, right?
All right.
For $100, I want a bottle.
Could it be a good bottle? Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good bottle, yeah.
Single malt, decent year.
Not that I'd know any of the difference, but
Thank you for making a normal drink for me, and not,
Was that
like
nice?
one of those drinks that a friend will make for you.
No, I don't do
That's
friend
like
measures.
all vodka with a tiny bit of orange juice.
No, that was like 90% orange juice.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Thank
It's
you.
nice. Good.
James Richards. Next time you're at Warhammer World and Bugman's is a £50 shop with the blood of Sanguinius, Tony, you'll order a double. I would.
I've never seen that on their menu, I must confess. But yeah, if they did, I'd probably have tried it.
We were at Warhammer World a couple of days ago, but
Yeah.
they cancelled the Christmas.
How was your trip at Warhammer World?
I mean, I spent 50 quid on fucking plastic. So that is just like, yeah. So why wouldn't I spend 50 quid on a decent shot of Blood of Sanguinius?
It's bad, but I can't remember what we bought.
Well, one thing that I bought was this huge box of Age of Sigmar, Malign Sorcery, Eternal Spell Magic things. And I
bought a Stomper.
You bought a Stomper. I bought 3 guns for my Adeptus Titanicus and Epic Scale Titans.
How much was the Stomper?
It's like 85 quid, which I know sounds like quite a lot of money, but
that seems okay.
Huge, it's like Titan-sized.
Seriously, that seems okay when you're like
Warlord
60 quid for a repulsor or something these days, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was blown away by how cheap it was. I think it's just because it's such an old kit.
Yeah, probably. It's likely old stock that they haven't made for years, and they're just like selling rather than making it new and jacking the pricing up.
I'm gonna need to find I'm gonna need to commission you, Tony, because I cannot have like you were a kid growing up and being like, get this whole orc army, and my kid will grow up and be like, yeah, I got nothing to give you. Like,
you might
you're gonna win like parent of the year.
I'll pay you whatever you want.
You're gonna win parent of the year right there. Because I tell you, if my dad, when I was like 12, said like, here's your Warhammer army, and I'd been like, because my army was grey when I was 12. And anything that was painted at a level of a 12-year-old, so it was just shit.
Ooh, store anniversary. I wonder if the store anniversary model this year is not going to be shit, because that might be worthwhile a look.
Wolfton says, here's a Blood Angels question. Will GW bring back Sanguinius and how?
No.
I mean,
I hope they don't, but money talks.
I don't think they will, because he's dead, and the whole sacrifice only matters when you stay dead and it has consequences. But
I'm going to paint my Sanguinius, and it's going to be spectacular.
I can easily see them doing a whole Sanguinor, the sort of size and scale of a Primarch model, embodying the soul of Sanguinius or something along those lines. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I think you're right with the Sanguinor. I think that's the one out they have for Blood Angels, and I kind of hope that they take it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out one way or another in a few years.
Mario says all the Primarchs are coming back. I
hope not. Sanguinius and Horus should stay dead because it's too important to the setting not to.
The whole point of Horus was that the Emperor killed him in a psychic fashion, which utterly destroyed his soul in every way, so that he was thoroughly destroyed and couldn't come back in any way, shape, or form.
Although I do love that new Horus Ascended model.
It does look very cool, I'll give you that.
That's something I'd love to paint. I'd also love a massive Roger time so I could paint some of these things.
Have you got the new Abaddon model? Well, it's not new at this point, but the newest Abaddon model.
I have, but I haven't done him yet.
Yeah, that's a beautiful kit.
I've been
really
on I've been working on Valdor for bloody ages.
Yeah?
Valdor. Are you a heretic, are you?
Valdor's the custodian.
What do you mean heretic? He's like one of the most loyal things going.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were meaning the
Vashtor.
Vashtor, yes.
Oh no, he's not.
I hate that model.
I'm alright with the model. I reckon we're going to see an Emperor model in 2024 alongside the third and final part of the Siege of Terror.
I'd be really excited to paint the Emperor.
Okay. Will we unpin your video by now? Mark,
What?
do you think it's your video has run?
If you want,
course?
it's on its like 4th or 5th replay at this point. Yeah, go for it.
All right. I will just remove it. Now you can see us a little bit bigger.
No worries.
Is that wise?
She loved me, honest.
Why?
Thanks, though.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, I watched They Live for the first time in like 20...
Is it the first time you've seen it?
It is the first time ever I'd seen
That's
They Live,
such a good
yes.
movie.
I really enjoyed it. I love 80s movies. There's nothing to say about that. Charlotte had seen it before, but there was a few times she was like, "Oh, I totally forgot that had happened."
Yeah.
The person who's not on stream and is sitting there off screen criticizing doesn't have a lot of skin in the game enough to be able to say, "Is it wise to make yourselves look bigger on the screen?"
But no, They Live was a great movie. I love John Carpenter's movie, and then one of the main characters in this movie was what was the guy's name in? It was Keith Davis, right? Or Keith Davids? Is it?
Keith Davis was the black guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in The Thing as well. He's the guy that Kurt Russell sees in the final scene of The Thing, and he says like, what was his name? I was trying to say, what was his name?
Roddy Piper?
Was it like Miles or Niles or something?
Was he a WWE wrestler?
Where? Yes,
Roddy
Roddy
Piper was the lead in They Live.
You're on about the black guy.
Yeah, we're on about Keith Davis. What was his name in The Thing?
Oh,
Because I think it's like Niles, but it's been so long since I've seen it. Because he's like, where were you, Niles?
no, Niles
Childs.
dies.
That must have been his surname.
So what was his name in The Thing?
I know it was Childs.
Niles
Childs,
died.
Childs, that was it, Child. Because he's like,
Oh,
where have you
yeah.
been, Childs? And then the conspiracy theory is that because you didn't see his breath in the final scene, that he was the Thing, right?
Yeah.
I've come in and chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of ass.
Yeah. No, it was good. I really enjoyed They Live. I'm so
The
glad you
Thing
got me.
being my
Thank you.
second favourite movie of the 80s.
And what was your favourite?
Robocop.
Wow.
Robocop was good.
I really have a thing for the first Terminator movie. I really loved the
That's a
first
good
Terminator
film.
movie.
But that was 1978, wasn't it?
Was it? Well,
No, I thought it was 81.
if only we did an episode on films from the 80s
We did
where we
that.
could like refer. Yeah, that's kind of.
No, you're right. 1984.
84, okay. I really loved Reese, or what was the guy's name? Michael Biehn, the guy that played Reese in the first Terminator movie. That was brilliant.
He was cool.
We got another super chat. We're firing on the super chats tonight. Izzy the War Master says, "Hi John, I'm new to Blood Angels. Thinking of painting the Blood Angels successor chapter either Angels Sanguine or Angels Vermilion. And Happy New Year."
I have no idea what either of those look like.
I was going to say Tony is our painting expert.
Izzy
Is
the
going to answer
Warmaster
this
donated
question.
$5 via Super Chat.
Google it.
Hi John,
trying
I'm
to remind
new to
myself which
BA. I
one's
was
which.
thinking of painting
So,
the BA
Angel
successor
Sanguine
chapter
is
either
basically
Angels
the,
Sanguine or
Blood
Angels
Angels,
Vermilion, and Happy New Year's party
kind of
popper party
colours
face.
with a bit more black.
Right.
Angels of Vermilion is a pretty similar sort of thing. They're both quite cool. The Angel Sanguine's got better puff.
I feel like the Angel Sanguine would be a little bit harder because you're like 50-50 in the model, right?
I mean, the split schemes are always hard to do.
But they're, if you do them right, they look amazing, right?
They do. It's not Howling Griffins kind of hard, but
Izzy, are you in the Discord? If you are, post us some links to like the proposed paint scheme and shit in the Discord. And if you're not, then join the Discord that somebody has very kindly just prompted me put in the chat.
Vermilion's fairly easy to do. Sanguine is harder to do. But if you're airbrushing, Sanguine is much harder to do.
Yeah, so Frank says 80s John Carpenter was the best. The Thing, They Live, Big Trouble in Little China, the classics now. That was what they've started doing, and I only found out about this on eBay. You might be interested in this, Tony, as well, because you're kind of a 80s
I am, yeah.
movie lover, expert, whatever you want to call it. the thing that prompted me to, because my wife said to me, like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, I want They Live in 4K. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, because I've never seen it. But they've done The Fog, Escape from New York, and like two other of the John Carpenter's 80s movies in 4K.
Yeah.
We bought The Thing maybe like 6 months ago, and we watched it. And yes, the effects haven't aged that well because, let's face it, they were done in the early 80s, and that's
they're
40 years ago. Yeah.
I thought
But
they're still pretty.
all the other shots in The Thing, you know, like all the shots of like the Arctic base and everything like that, look amazing in the 4K upscale. And I was like, the 4K upscale of They Live was legitimately decent. Like there were.
But regardless, for The Thing, the moment when the blood goes still always gets you.
It was still good, right?
Yeah.
On the subject of RoboCop, the new RoboCop isn't crap. It's just
crap.
It's not good in comparison to the original one, which is slightly different. It's not bad on its own merits. It's just the original one was so good. Also,
it's a dreadful movie.
Also, disclaimer: I work for a video games distributor. I might have something to do with selling this game in the future or the past. I can't remember right now because I'm too pissed. The RoboCop video game is reputedly really good. And
it's
very
awesome.
true to the original RoboCop source in that it's really slow, stonky, chonking around and just shooting things while taking a load of fire in return.
I needed to change my trousers after playing it.
I've heard
really
really
want to
good
play
things about the RoboCop video game.
It's a new RoboCop video. I played the Terminator game by the same studio.
Yeah,
and if you like Terminator, it was really good. And Mark, just so you know, I'm now ending the poll. 69% of chat said Elf is a good movie.
Have you waited for it to get over 66% before ending it? Is that what this is?
No, I'd be too pissed at him.
Okay, fine. All right.
But he also
now I'm dying, so fucking watch out.
Do you like bad 80s B movies? Have you seen our 80s episode review?
Yes, Marius, we love 80s bad movies.
Oh, Christ. I'm going to put a link to this video in the chat so you can go and watch it at some point. All right. Since the result of the thing is like conclusive, I will watch Elf next Christmas as one of the Christmas movies, and I will make sure I actually watch it and finally.
Yeah, the Thing's a winter movie, isn't it?
Douchebag.
Yeah, it's in the snow. Not Christmassy.
I live my life.
Will Ferrell's done one good movie, and that was
by Big Trouble in Little China. I like model myself on that.
What was that good film that you did called?
What am I doing?
It's like he was a character in a book and there was a narrating shit going on.
We've got to start reading requests.
We should probably read some of them.
Before anyone did them.
You rely too much on me reading the quests and just follow me around.
Well, because you kill everything so quickly, I almost don't need to be there.
Yeah.
You remind me of when I was playing WoW with my wife.
Yeah, it's hard being the leader in a WoW party, isn't it?
Yeah, being the competent one. Yeah.
No, you've lost me again.
Right.
One day you'll play World of Warcraft. And
No, I won't. I'll get addicted and I won't play it. I've been playing Mech Warrior 5.
That's how John
I've been enjoying that.
playing with me.
Okay.
That's really good. I've been playing Mech Warrior 5. I don't know what we're talking about, but Jason Trump wrote
Marius Gage donated £4.99 via Super Chat. Do you like bad 80s B movies? If so, you should try Bronx Warriors. Not to be confused with The Warriors, which is just a good movie.
Bronx Warriors. Okay. I've never heard of Bronx Warriors. Do what, sorry?
Can I make an admission?
You may.
For it.
Like a few years ago, I used to watch every one of your videos.
Sure, and now you watch none of them.
I commented on every one.
Yeah.
Now I watch maybe 1 in 5 because I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I can't be asked for that.
Thanks, Tony. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude,
I'm like one of your oldest subscribers. Even I don't watch your shit.
Okay, here's the thing, right? People ask me every week, did you watch this battle report with Blood Angels because it was really good? Did you watch this battle report with Blood Angels because it's really good? And I was like, before I had kids, yes, I watched those battle reports all the time. Since I've had kids, no, I don't watch any of them fucking battle reports because guess what? I don't have time. It's like it's not
almost every Blood Angels battle report I see on the internet that isn't yours or isn't Art of War is a non-competitive fluff list, and they piss me off. So
yeah, I don't watch fluff lists.
I don't watch Art of War because I think they're awful.
Well, they may well be, but they do also try and use competitive lists. So
yeah, it just comes down to time, though, Tony. You've got a kid now.
I know.
That's the most important thing in your life.
I like the battle reports because I put them on the background where I can do something else.
Exactly. Yeah, you watch what you can fit into your schedule, and I totally get that. So if you don't watch every tactics video I make, then do you know what? You're not the most tactical player, though, right? Like you like doing dreadnoughts, you like doing fun lists.
I like mad
so maybe
shit.
Yeah, you maybe don't care if I'm like, hey, heavy intercessors are really good in a competitive sense because that's not what you're really interested in.
My favourite kind of battle report is one where both players talk through the moves they're making and the moves they're thinking of making and what repercussions they would have, and the opponent says what they would or wouldn't do and why. So you can have the counterplay and you can hear the logic and the thinking as to what they're going to do and why and how that informs your gameplay and your tactical planning for the rest of the game. And very few channels actually take the time and effort to get to do that.
I quite like tabletop tactics.
I think my favorite, if I had to say one YouTube channel for yeah, that's a good question. Here's a question: what is your favorite 40k channel? And I'll tell you mine as well. It doesn't matter if it's not. I don't care if it's not mine. It just you love tabletop tactics. Cool.
I really do. I think they I like the balance between looking at the codex and looking at what they're doing and playing well, and also just having a bit of fun with it.
For battle reports, it's gonna be and like informative purposes, it's gonna be Art of War. It used to be Tabletop Titans, but one of their crew who used to be really, really good at making the battle reports informative and tactical and interesting and telling you what this thought is going on has stopped doing their stuff there. So I don't watch them as much as I used to. But if I want to watch something for fun, it'll always be John's channel because you can just go in there and take the piss out of them and have a laugh.
Okay, do you know what? A few people in chat have said it's Blood Angels Commander. Guys in
lots
chat,
of people kissing your ass, John.
I love you guys. I cannot say how much I love you guys. It's ridiculous actually because
the fact that you play competitive Blood Angels week on week and develop your list and focus on the list and keep on trying to work on it gives you a level of focus and interest that a lot of channels wouldn't have.
I still watch it.
That we all share a passion for.
I'm like, for fuck's sake, John, why are you doing that? But I still watch it.
Mine would be I like Tabletop Titans a lot, but I'll tell Charlotte, you're right here. How many times in the last few months have I said that we're so blessed with our channel, or I'm so blessed with the channel, and like I say that all the time.
Too many.
Yeah, I say that all the time. Like we just try and have fun on Blood Angels Commander. We try and be somewhat serious, but yes.
Well, yeah, that was the original idea, wasn't it? We started the Grotty channel so we could fuck about.
Yeah, so we want to have fun. But yeah.
I mean, I haven't won a proper tournament since 7th edition.
Let's just say join the club.
Back when I used to bother to go to tournaments in Europe and travel around the world, and now all I care about is can I kill lots of stuff and make it look cinematic?
Seems fair.
So I was going to say, so I need to raise my cinematic like 20%, and then you'll watch all my videos again, right? That's the goal for 2024.
Do you want some advice for how you can do that for your channel, or do you not? Because you're going to keep on doing your stuff one way or the other.
I'm happy to listen to advice, Mark. If you've got some, here's my problem.
Okay.
I kind of think that maybe should try and find someone that wants to be part of the channel. You know, like, and pay them to be part of the channel, but it's just it's finding someone that wants to do that, that's local and time.
You can pay me.
It all comes down to time.
So what I was going to
you've got
suggest
like 800
is,
round trip miles or something.
Is the one thing I'd suggest to make your channel a little bit more accessible and professional and flashy in those regards would be to have you and your opponent playing the game and have a third person running the stream, running the audio, looking at the chats, handling all of the logistics stuff on the tech side, and freeing you guys to fill up actually play the game.
Yeah, I mean, if we could do it remotely, Tony, we could figure it out. I don't know how we do it remotely though, but you're right. You need someone else. You need a third person in the room for the battle reports, because that's what all the big channels have. But it's just a case of like,
somebody
it's my channel.
Logistics.
I can commentate.
Yeah, commentate. Michael awake again.
Bad miss.
Somebody who can see the chats so that you don't have to worry about paying attention to them, or even pay attention to them at all while you're playing the game and focusing on the game.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I 100% know that if I'm playing a game and I'm winning and everything's golden, I can answer a ton of super chats and questions.
Yep.
But the second it gets gnarly and it's like, holy shit, I need to concentrate on the game, then my interaction with chat goes to basically zero, because I'm like, I want to win this fucking game.
Which makes perfect sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is what it is, I guess. Yeah, basically.
Man, I'm feeling quite drunk.
Well, it's 1:30 in the morning now.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Hang on. I know. I've got another beer. I'm going to find it.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, excuse me.
Is
Michael okay?
I'm not going to top this up anymore after this.
Oh, he's waking up now, so I need to tell you this quickly. She must have been dreaming about him having dinner earlier. Try the pie.
I mean, I just asked him to try that pie like 100 times.
Brilliant.
So she's awake or he's awake?
She's not really awake.
No, she's just in her sleep. She's like, try the pie, Michael. Try the pie. Jesus, man.
Tony's gone off to get a fresh new beer. The crazy bastard.
At 1:30, good. Good. He's keeping it alive.
I'm honestly thinking of just like walking off imminently because I'm having trouble now. I'm flagging. I've had a bit too much.
That's okay. Excuse me.
You know when the game's not going well because John goes silent and stands pensively and pays no attention. Yeah, it's fair.
Who said that?
It's Marcus the Geiger counter.
Marcus, you're 100%. You are literally 100. You're on the money. That's literally what happens. Yeah, and it's annoying because I do love to win. I must admit. Like I like being sportsmanship. You know, like I will. Like I'm on. Like I almost think like I'm too honest. You know, like if my guy misses his charge by like 0.1 millimeters, I'll miss it.
James is back.
You know. But I think that's the best way to play. Hey, James. Oh, he's on his mobile phone now.
I just wanted to say, I noticed you. I watched our game back. You seem to be on chat quite a bit. You must have thought you were feeling pretty confident in our game, buddy.
Yeah, that tells you what he thinks about you and your gameplay skills, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go.
That's it. I was like, this American doesn't think he can stand with the big score.
I keep losing in the last round of the GT just like you, John. But still, you know, I have a couple RTTs at least this year. You're killing me.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I am killing you. I mean,
right, I'm gonna go watch Spider-Man. Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year, James.
Happy New Year, James.
Hope you and your family all have a great one.
Which Spider-Man you watching?
Oh, Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. Come on, Mark, the good one. The children's show.
Good man.
I like the cartoon.
I was going to say he's going to log off.
Man,
James said that you watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Let's do it. How does it go? It goes, go Webs. You can do it. Come on, do it. Go Webs, go.
Channel,
Hold on.
Best detective skills combine their find smarts and they'll put their heads together because they're brave and clever.
Spidey's gonna save the day.
Spidey! Go Spider! Spin! Website!
We have watched that Spidey show so many times.
Sorry, I've just seen my favourite comment of the night.
Was it
Yes. What's your favourite comment?
You had a couple of mods you could trust. They could accomplish something similar. Because I definitely wouldn't trust Mark and I.
Well, we can't because we're not there to handle the hardware, to handle the changing from the focus to the dice thing, to the overhead map, to make sure that the relevant chat is kept and looked, and things that are important can be read out loud to the people in the room for them to answer and deal with and all this sort of stuff.
Even if I was there in person, I'd keep zooming in on inappropriate things. Look at this dreadnought.
I was going to say, Highland Phoenix said, Spider Pig, Spider Pig. There was one time when I picked Michael up and I had him like walking up the wall, and I was going, Spider Mike, Spider Mike. And Annabella's just looking at me going like, no. It's like, he's not Spider-Man. It was like, Spider Mike. And she's like, no, Daddy.
I confused the crap out of my sister with the whole Spider Pig thing because she hadn't seen it at that point.
She's very serious.
That was the Simpsons movie. That was like a decade ago at this point. Yeah. Maybe even longer, was it?
Yeah.
What year did that even come out?
Legendary Arnold Schwarzenegger line when he's president in the Simpsons movie.
I think I was at school when that came
I was elected to lead, not to read. This is too much.
I do go quite salty when it's close.
Really?
Oh, really?
Salty?
I just want to win, man. But hey, I was actually trying to win the best sportsmanship at the last GT. Yeah. I got pipped again.
So I went to an Aeronautica tournament, not last year, but the year before, and we played 5 games each, and I got best sportsmanship nominee from 4 of my 5 games, and the one nominee that I didn't get nominated for was a game I played against my mate, who I went to the tournament with.
Harsh. And that cost you the tournament, did it?
Yeah. It cost me like being joint top with the sportsmanship votes. It was amusing.
I hope you unfriended him on Facebook and told him why. So
no.
that's it.
I've just made sure to rub his nose in it every time we play Aeronautica since.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that I sort of shut down and go super quiet when the points get close. Like, it's kind of weird to play on stream, honestly, because like the chat's there, and the chat's going to tell you like 101 things that you do wrong.
Yeah.
But like you still want to play your own game, right?
To be fair to Tabletop Titans, the setup they've got is great because when the 2 players who are playing need to concentrate on the game, the guy who's doing the logistics and the streaming reads out the super chats and talks to the chat and keeps them all engaged and going on while the game playing is going on in the background. And it switches between the two sides, so it works really, really well for the setup they've got.
Well, no, I get that, but Tabletop Titans, last time I checked, had like 138,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah, granted, and at least 2 or 3 of their staff are literally working off the revenue that they make on their channel. But they didn't.
136,000 subscribers.
They didn't start off at that level of support.
No, nobody does, I suppose.
No.
Nobody does. I mean, if we had 136,000 subscribers, then for sure I'd pay someone every week to just come along to the battle reports and do the cameras. And...
No, they always, from the start, they had 3 people doing this stuff, 2 to play and 1 to do the techie stuff. So
I was going to say, my goal is to get invited to play a game with those guys. That's my dream. Like, my dream is not to compete with them. My game is to play against them at some point.
I think you need to read out this latest super chat, John.
It's from Tony, who's been a member for 36 months. Tony, thank you so much for giving me your hard-earned money for 36 months. I don't know why you still give it. You know you don't need to, right?
Is it the same Tony?
But thank you so much. Do what, sorry?
Is it the same Tony or is it different?
Yeah, no, this is Tony. He said, this is a terrible stream and I love it. And we need to do more terrible streams, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, pretty much. Unfortunately, New Year just comes but once a year.
It's true.
I mean, last year I managed to finish a Land Raider. This year I've done half a Spawn Speeder.
Half. Have you done any more than you did last time we checked in about an hour
No,
ago?
I've got this bit and I can't figure out where it goes.
What bit is it? I can't see it.
It's like a little bit that I think goes somewhere in there, but I just can't figure out how it fits.
Jason has asked, what's our feelings on Vanguard Tactics? I want to say on the record, I love Vanguard Tactics because thing that Stephen preaches, Stephen Box, who's like I think he's like the director or the owner of Vanguard Tactics.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Stephen is he promotes fair play over everything. You know, it's like, if you're going to lose in this game, it's fine to lose if you played super fairly. And when you're going to a tournament, the worst game you can ever have is when someone's trying to game the rules or something. You have to call them out, like, hey, are you sure your units can do that?
Yeah.
You know, etc., etc. I love games. I try and say to my opponent as well, right?
I have awoken.
If they forget something, you know, like I remember I played a game where the orc player forgot to deep strike his units in turn 3, which means essentially they're dead. He said to me, I forgot to deep strike this whole unit of orc boys. And I was like, well, if you put them on the board in turn 4, I'm totally okay with that. Just don't put them on that one objective, because I wasn't expecting that, because it's turn 4 now, right? He was like, yeah, that's cool. I won't put them on that one objective. So I was like, totally cool. You can bring your guys in. I've been at a tournament before where I've forgotten like a super key rule, and it's such a feels bad moment. Like, you go home at the end of the night and you're kicking yourself in the ass. You're like, man, I could have won that game, but you know. And I was like, the one thing I love Vanguard Tactics. Like, I obviously only see their free content. I don't pay for their courses. I have heard good things about their courses, but I don't pay for them. But the one thing that I love about him is just like his promotion of like, let's have everybody play the game super fairly. Let's have everybody, win or lose, have a fun game. And fucking, I love that, man. Like, I just love that.
I met the guy.
Stephen has like the highest level of respect from me.
Can I let you in the secret?
Like, I'd rather go to a tournament and get beat, as long as I know my opponent's playing 100%. Everything's above board. Everything's super fair.
Can I let you in the secret, John?
Is that fair to say?
I subscribed to Vanguard Tactics and All Spec Tactics before I subscribed to you.
Okay.
I met Stephen Box once at the UK Games Expo, not 2023, but 22. It must have been at this point. And spent a good half an hour chatting to him. And he's one of the most lovely blokes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know he used to be an underwear model?
Yeah, I've heard that.
He used to do fitness, yeah.
He was on an interview with a New Zealand chap called Steve Joel, who I also follow. Who's got a wonderful voice. He's a radio presenter. And he did an interview with a whole bunch of people in a series that they did called Game Changers. And if you want to learn anything about all these, like the big movers and shakers and stuff in Warhammer streaming and stuff, you could follow this series. It's really cool. The interview he did with Stephen Box, where he came up this whole, he used to be this like underwear model doing like all the things. So yeah, props to him.
Marcus says, when John goes to the table, it's just like just like play the clip of Conan. What is best in life? To crush thy enemies, to see them driven before me.
To hear the lamentation of their women.
That's right. I'm gonna take a piss up there.
You're going to shoot the pink pistol. Yeah, okay. He's taking his headphones with him, so he can probably hear whatever we say.
Yeah, so we get to hear all of the pissing action.
Thankfully, he's not got a microphone that's working on his headset, I don't think, so we probably can't hear him piss. We can hope.
I'll tell him.
I'm sure he knows.
John.
It's not the first time he's done this. I'm sure it'll be fine.
John, everyone can hear you piss.
Oh, that's a little tinkling noise. Oh.
Looking at the chat then, he did an interview with Peachy where he goes over all. Yeah, he did. The Painting Phase is a much better podcast than ours.
Oh, of spending more and more time watching Painting Phase videos, especially when they've got guests on. The one where they did the interview with Oh Christ, what's the name? I've forgotten her name. Oh crap. The young lady who's really good friends with Peachy, whose name I've forgotten. Sugden, Louise Sugden. Yep. The interview with her was absolutely hilarious. Loved it. It was great.
Yeah, it really was really good.
You made my wife run downstairs and be like, "Have you muted your mic?"
We didn't make her do that. She just didn't want you to embarrass yourself horribly by making urination noises.
All you would hear is like the draining of a real Scottish python. Like
I knew you were going to say a python. Don't you mean an anaconda?
An anaconda, that's right. Yes.
Is that what he calls it?
That's what we call it in Scotland.
Less anaconda and more of a maggot.
We've got a few Scottish members here in the Green, and they
little wiggly grass snake. Yeah,
they can all attest to it being anaconda. Especially when it's like 0 degrees here in Scotland, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't trust anything Colin says. I'll be honest with you.
I was going to say, don't trust anything Colin says. That's for sure. Yeah.
Highland says he found your channel through Vanguard Tactics as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wow. Genuinely, I did. I was watching Vanguard Tactics videos and yours popped up.
Oh, well, okay. Okay. Cool.
I think I was.
Well, I'm glad I found you guys.
Warhammer Blood Angels, I think, and it popped up at the time. I'm fairly sure it was like late 2020 or 2021 or whatever it was, just after the initiative launched.
Mark Jackson says 6 inches is not an anaconda. Mark, I think you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay.
This video is getting demonetized.
Oh, it was demonetized like 2 hours ago on the stream. It's fine.
Not like this has got a lot of rewatch value.
We've got 279% on Super Chat. So, I mean,
fucking hell. Yeah, you guys have been.
Thanks, guys, to everybody that Super Chat. Thanks, guys, everyone that's gifted subs.
I am fucking smashed.
All right, well, I was going to say, you can head to bed whenever you want.
I will when I feel I can stand up without falling over. That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can, but I feel like I got a chair.
Hung like a tuna can. All right, okay, yeah, all right. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But
hung like a tuna can? I don't get that one.
No way.
How many centimeters is that? About 3.
Oh, God.
It was a long time ago when I didn't have a cartoon on my channel. I think it was like 2020. I changed the channel name because originally my channel name was called Blood Angels Commander, right? Yeah. I changed the channel name, like, I think it was early 2021. I think it was during COVID. It was like very early in COVID.
To avoid risking problems with...
Yeah, Games Workshop started shutting down all the Warhammer channels on YouTube. And I was like, I probably should not have Blood Angels Commander in my name. And that's why when we became BA Commander. Because obviously I don't own any copyright on Blood Angels, right?
Which is fair.
But me and Charlotte actually watched a video on YouTube recently of, I think some...
I bet you did.
I can't remember his name, but...
The guy's name was like something like Antor Warhammer or something. Do you guys know him? I hadn't really seen much of his content, but he basically said, like, Games Workshop sent him a cease and desist because he had Warhammer in his YouTube channel name. And they were like, you need to take Warhammer out of your channel.
They said they'd copyrighted.
I'm going to call bullshit.
Warhammer.
Do what, sorry?
They'd No, was it Warhammer or was it Morningstar or something?
No, it was Warhammer they'd copy. So he wasn't allowed to have Warhammer in his YouTube channel name, which I think is probably fair enough. Like, Warhammer is a copyright term.
Well, threatening legal action and seeing it through are two different things, and most people will act at the threat of legal action, so I can maybe see that.
Yeah, no, it's way too scary, man. Like, are you going to fight, like, a multi-million corporation?
They didn't
that's the point,
copyright claim the name Warhammer.
Well, sure, but, like, if Games Workshop had sent me a message saying, like, you can't have Blood Angels, I'd be like, sure, okay, you know.
I mean,
like, you're the...
I haven't sent you a message saying you can't have Blood Angels.
No, but you're the minion, or whatever you would call it. You're like, you're just one guy. You can't compete, you know? You can't
They won't do that.
Other big companies
it makes them too much money for them to start running around copyrighting the name Warhammer.
Well, we watched one on YouTube where some guy had Warhammer in his channel name and he took it out. It's the same for me. It's It's fine. I'm not worried. I'm fine with the channel name. I'm fine with the channel. I think
I agree with Jim and Mark,
who
think it's a ridiculous statement. No one would ever do that.
I want to be here for the next 10 years doing Warhammer content. I love it. I'm not going to stop playing Blood Angels. I'm probably never going to play another army, let's be fair, because I never have enough time.
You buy some Thousand Suns?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 1,000 points to 1,000 Suns. You want to paint them for me?
Yes.
Give me a good rate. Yes? You don't have time to paint, don't lie to me. But yeah, no, I'm going to be here forever, probably doing Blood Angels, so I'm happy to be BA Commander. If anyone asks me what it means, it's the Badass Commander.
One of the most egregious name things that I've ever come across in like copywriting threats and stuff was there was a video game going to be coming out from Ubisoft called Gods and Monsters a few years ago that got renamed to Phoenix, Legend, Immortals, Phoenix, and
I played that.
Rising or something. And Phoenix is spelled Fenyx. And the reason why they changed the name from Gods and Monsters was because Monster Energy Drink threatened them with a copyright strike for using the word monster in the name of their video game because they thought it would cause confusion between the Monster Energy Drink and monsters in a video game.
Cool. Well, apparently the channel is now called Big Anaconda Commander. I love it. Look at Brock coming out with these...
Yeah, it's like when you call really tall people tiny.
I'll take it. Big Anaconda. I'm going to intro my first video in 2024. Welcome to the Big Anaconda Commander.
I mean, you do that. Yeah, go for it. Cool.
I was going to say, I'll have to put a disclaimer up in that, like, this idea was given by Brock in Super Chat at 10 to 2 on New Year's Eve.
This video in no way implies that Blood Age Commander has a large penis.
All
statements made are purely for marketing value.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like the disclaimer.
Have no reality.
I was going to say, it's the same as the disclaimer at the start of Grots, right?
Oh,
I was going to say, all statements are made for humorous purposes.
Oh, you have to say it absolutely dead-face serious as in your Cavill audition video. Yeah, absolutely.
What have you got Karn the Betrayer for?
I wonder what that box was. Yeah, there's no more like complicated thing than that. It was like, I wonder what that box is.
Okay.
So, are you doing a Henry Cavill audition video, Tony?
I'll do one if you would do it.
I could do one.
I thought you already did one.
Someone did one just the other day on Twitter.
You did a Henry Cavill challenge video where you tried to call him out for a game in a completely cringy, he's never going to see this kind of a way.
And did he reply to it?
So, did you see the video of the guy that made the video?
I did.
Just this week.
Yeah. And I saw your video a year or so ago when you stood in front of the castle waving some stuff around.
Let's see.
The thing I'm impressed with about that audition video is he took it so deadly seriously.
Why not? I mean, Warhammer TV on Amazon Prime is going to be dead. Is going to be a big thing.
The confidence he's got in filming that piece of cinematic masterpiece is it's inspiring, is what it is.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Actually, I laughed really hard at that video. Good on the guy for making it. To be honest, I don't even know.
I mean, if he was taking the piss, great. If he wasn't taking the piss, that's much better. I probably need to go.
War Thunder has asked what Blood Angels kit needs a redo for 2024.
Oh Christ!
Sanguinary Guard.
Sanguinary Guard is probably the biggest, most obvious one that needs a redo.
Terrible kit.
What do you like about it? You just don't like the wings.
I'm really happy that Dante is in the top 10 of their models for the year because that means that they know there's more of an appetite for that stuff.
We failed as a community, by the way.
In what way?
Well, and I posted to the YouTube and the Facebook group to try and get more people to vote for Dante to be like the top model.
Top 10.
Sorry,
I want him to be like top
Farsight
1.
is a better model.
He's never going to beat the Lion, for fuck's sake. The Lion's a Primarch. He's a gorgeous model.
And Dante's got a hero rock. Any model with a hero rock immediately falls down a bit.
Okay.
I'm just impressed he's in the top 10. I'm really happy with that result.
The fact that he made top 10 was frankly tragic.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't, to be honest.
Well, maybe we didn't fail. Maybe we pushed him into the top 10 by like the community post.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Charlotte?
I'm doing the Star Quests.
In a year that had the Neck for London Law bot, the fact that Dante made the top 10 is phenomenal.
I'm defending Froststone Vault.
Okay.
I haven't played through the Evoker starter quests. I created a character and didn't get very far with it, and then just went back to my priest.
Do you give a shit about any of the stuff that's happening in Dragonflight, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do? Okay.
Because a lot of the shit that's happening in Dragonflight is setting a foundation and a scene, and what's going to come in the next two mid-content patches leading up into the War Within at the end of 2024 is going to be like the next 6 years of story. So I'm well into it.
Okay. We've been very bad at skipping stuff in Dragonflight, haven't we? Yeah. We liked World of Warcraft when Arthas was cool, I guess.
We liked World of Warcraft when people weren't dickheads to you.
Have you did you watch the Arthas? Sorry. Did you watch the Anduin cinematic they showed off at BlizzCon?
Their cinematics are insane now, I must admit. Yeah.
So there's a YouTube influencer that I watch on WoW a lot because he's a really cool bloke and he does a lot of insights on it, called Taliesin and Evertel is their channel.
Oh, we know them. Yeah.
And the analysis video he did of that Anduin and Thrall video was so fucking spot on. It was amazing. The way he goes into the level of trauma Anduin's been through, informing all the ways he reacts throughout that video, is just so good. I love it.
Aradine says, I like the new patch. He's been farming tier 3 items in LOTR. What the hell is LOTR?
Lord of the Rings.
It's not.
That's what I thought. It's not Lord of the Rings, though.
I don't know what you mean by Lord of the Rings, but
you have to look in your dungeon.
They've reactivated original Naxxramas, so you can go back and farm the original tier 3 pieces that they discontinued years ago by going through a bunch of unlocks to do so. And I need another like 200,000 gold before I get my last piece of tier 3.
I like Naxxramas.
Oh, Wrath of the Lich King makes more sense rather than Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Ah, okay. He's mixed the genres there and really confused everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, PM me real ideal as well if you want, Aradine. I'm more than happy to like join and we can do some dungeons and maybe some like old raids and translogs and shit or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I played WoW for a stupid little large amount of time. I think everybody played WoW for a stupid little large amount of time at some point in their life, right?
You know that November 2024 is WoW's 20th anniversary.
Is it? I did not know that.
20 years. I started playing in December 2005, so it was about a year after that.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure and log in
for
whatever freebie you get.
That's going to get you a freebie gift or something, yeah.
Are you talking about the Christmas gift, or are you talking about the vault?
I think she's saying just log in for the 20-year anniversary, I guess.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's like not till November, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh, no, we already did the Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing at the time when Shadowlands came out, and I'm glad that I missed it because I've heard such bollocks about it. But I am running an alt through the quests just so I can like hear and see most of the plot and story that happened through Shadowlands.
Yeah, well, me and my wife had honestly fallen off for like 5 years or something.
We were kind of...
We played before we had kids, and our oldest kid is just past 4 now.
But even then, I would say that we were winding down at that point.
Yeah, we were winding down.
Yeah.
So.
Because I think that hadn't we like sort of tentatively stopped playing when we met? we
had stopped playing when we met.
Yeah, we'd sort of stopped playing, but then also on our first date, it was like, what do you do? And it was like, being embarrassed, I play World of Warcraft. And it was like, no, I play World of Warcraft.
Cool.
There was an element of that in our first
Shadowlands is the only expansion that I've not played. I've played from start to beginning on every expansion otherwise. And my favourite is still, to this day, the Mists of Pandaria. Because that did not take itself seriously at all. And the Drunken Brewmaster dungeon where they had not elementals, but ailmentals.
Oh,
I think ALE. They were so cool.
My wife hated Pandaria for some reason.
I'm so sorry for you.
It's funny, actually. Do you know what? So many people in chat are saying that they actually did play WoW in the past. Yeah, I know what happens to the best of us. I think I played WoW, and then I fell out of WoW and got back into Warhammer. And I guess I'm lucky I got back into Warhammer.
WoW kind of got me back into Warhammer, because I stopped playing Warhammer when I went to university because I had no money. And then I got a job and got disposable income, and I was playing WoW a lot. And I decided, when they turn the servers off for WoW, I'm going to have nothing to show for my time whatsoever. So I started spending some money on some models and started painting them up again. And that was me getting back into Warhammer towards the tail end of 6th edition, the start of 7th edition.
Imagine if you had like 2 Terminators with no heads. And you needed to give them heads. And all you had was Primaris heads.
Oh.
I think I'd run around with 2 Terminators with no heads.
I was going to say, you could either make them part of like the Haunted Mansion experience and that they had no heads, or you could just suck it up, give them Primaris helmets. I mean, I feel like...
Not.
Did you find the other day?
What happened the other day?
I knocked something down there. And when I picked it up, I found a little torso with a head on it. Down there. And a sword.
Oh, brilliant.
And I just left
They used to have that Grey Knight character who was a ghost, and they had this like ghostly
black.
Terminator bodyguard. And a bunch of headless Terminator ghost bodyguard Grey Knights.
Excuse me.
Kind of cool.
Do you know you've reached the point where it's difficult to type?
Yeah, that's now, is it for you?
That
You've
point
done
is
well.
like 2 a.m. on New Year's Day. Yeah, okay, that's kind of fun.
I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 beers.
I've had 2/3 of a 75 centilitre bottle of 15% mead.
I don't want to know what I've had because I will need to work it out first thing in the morning in the cross trainer. And I think it'll be a rough morning.
Yeah.
You have those alcohol sweats.
Yeah, it'll be proper alcohol sweats. Yeah.
Dude, that's like 5 or 6 hours away, mate.
Oh, look.
I just stepped outside to the loo and found all the lights turned off and my wife in bed.
Well, you better go.
That says something.
Oh, my wife went to bed like when she came in and was on the stream briefly. That was her saying goodnight.
I haven't pitched for beer yet.
Okay. Well, wind down whenever you guys want. We'll probably be winding out soon.
Yeah, I think we're done. Just past 2 a.m.
I think this might be the end of these start.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife's just completed the starter zone for
Maybe.
the Invoker, so she's
Fair
probably
enough.
going to bed as well.
See what this light Tauren's gonna do.
Marcus, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Good night
What's that
indeed.
thing?
I think I'm going to be heading off. Charlotte, it's been a pleasure getting to talk to you.
Mark's saying it's been a pleasure.
Say
Oh,
hey.
well, you get me.
I look forward to playing Dungeons with you. at some
Absolutely.
point, John. Otherwise, Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh,
Here's
thank
to
you.
another great new year.
I was going to say, Charlotte will play with you like Dungeons and Dragons or something when you come visit. She always manages to get herself killed first, though, so she can be like...
I love a bit of D&D, but I always GM.
So
if the instructions are longer than 1 page, I'm not interested in playing that game.
So I have bought a one-shot tabletop role-playing system, which I'm going to run for my WoW guildies at the WoW Guild meet, and I'm more than happy to run it for you guys as well. It's a great game that starts off with all the players are in this world together. You're in the modern world. The sun went out a week or 2 ago. They are out there in the world hunting you, and by the end of this session, you will all be dead. But what's important is how you live the next few hours.
Wow.
It's on one page. That's the key part for Charlotte.
I bought the Blade Runner TTRPG.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I love Blade Runner
Fair enough.
See.
and Alien, which is the other one I bought recently.
The Alien board games are quite cool. Anyway, right, I'm like rabbiting, but then again, we've been fucking rabbiting for the last 2.5 hours at this point.
That's
so.
Lots of people are saying Happy New Year to you in the chat, Charlotte.
Yeah, cheers.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year.
everybody.
You've doubled your subscribers in one night.
Good night, guys. It's been a pleasure, as always. I'll
Absolutely.
speak to you on Discord at some point
Good night,
soon.
Mark.
Have a good one. Take care. Cha-cha.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Oh, what the heck?
Thanks for hanging out, Tony. Nice to see you.
Okay.
We'll see you
Cheers.
Thursday for
Have a
Dark
lovely
Tide.
night. I'm going to bed.
Good night.
Cheers.
And then there was just me.
The quest was outrun the Avatar of the Storm. I immediately died. I did not outrun the Avatar of the Storm.
Do you know what? I dislike how they didn't do some of those old dungeons anymore in Time Walking, actually.
What ones?
I want to do Halls of Reflection in Time Walking. That's
Oh.
my favourite dungeon.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? That's the worst one.
Halls of Reflection.
It's horrible. I think it's alright for you as a damage dealer.
Okay.
For me as a healer. It was horrendous.
Jim, thanks for hanging out tonight. Nice to see you. Ordo, Happy New Year.
Well, I'll do it with you though if it's on.
No, they don't do...
Oh, do they not count that? Or something?
For some reason, they don't do Halls of Reflection, Pit of Sauron, or... I can't remember what the third one's called. Because it's like, remember there was 3 dungeons in a row. leading up
Yes,
to Halls
I
of
do.
Reflection.
Yeah.
You don't do those 3 in Time Walking for some reason.
Perhaps it's because I'm not the only one that does.
What class do I play? I play since 2010. I've played Frost. You know what? Not always Frost Death Knight, but I've been playing Death Knight. So I've got a picture here. Let me see if I can show you.
What's the picture?
It's behind your head.
Oh, that one. Oh, the snow. Always think of Jaina in.
Do you know, there's terrible reflection on it.
Yeah, because the light.
But look, I've got a picture there of above my wife's head of Arthas. He's my boy. He's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. What movie was that?
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
You're my boy Blue.
You're my boy, Blue. I feel like that was an old movie from.
Watch me as I die, because I don't want to kill any of these things.
Tony says he's going to still watch to see what trouble I get into. I'm not getting into trouble. Jason plays a Shadow Priest. Do you know what? Everybody played WoW. Werty never played WoW, but he got deep into Eve for a bit. I played WoW because
One of my exes played Eve.
I feel like there was nothing else to play when I played WoW. But maybe, I don't know.
There was Age of Conan for about 5 minutes.
There was Age of Conan. I liked Warhammer Online, actually. I played that a lot, but they shut those servers down, actually. MMOs are always a tough one. I want to play Warhammer Online again. I really do. I feel like we should do a stream one night where everybody just makes a level 1 character in Warhammer Online.
Good idea.
Because I think that would be fun.
Speak with them.
Do you know what? Even James plays WoW. He's apparently level 60 on Classic. I never got to 60 on Classic.
Oh. See, it's like a dirty little secret for everybody.
It is, yeah. You're not allowed. Apparently, you're not allowed to tell people that you like World of Warcraft.
Depends on who you associate with. Like, if I walked up to the other mums at a toddler group and was like, I like to play World of Warcraft, you can fucking bet they're not speaking to me again. After that. You're like, ooh, just that weird one.
Is there a private server of Warhammer Online? There 100% is. It's called Return of Reckoning. And I do want to play it at some point. It's just finding the time. But if I remember correctly, in Warhammer Online, you could do battlegrounds from almost level 1. But yeah, it was more of a PvP game than a PvE game. I think that's why it died. Like, most of the games that are PvP first die, I guess. But when Warhammer Online came out, I think in like 2000, Jesus, I'm trying to think what year it would have been. I think it was like 2006, 2007 or something. Like, I played that game a lot. Like, a whole lot. But if you Google Return of Reckoning, you could probably download Warhammer Online in like an hour. Return of Reckoning, and the interesting thing about it will be it won't even be big. Like, I bet you the whole game to install will be like less than like 10 minutes or something. This is the website, Return of Reckoning. A big join us button. How do you install the game? Linus, Mac OS. I don't have either of those. Direct download. You probably just click here. I bet you it's like no time at all. It's 10 gigabytes. So however long that'll take to download. Boom. Minutes, probably. I don't even have that good an internet connection. But yeah, if you've never played Warhammer Online, it's pretty fun. It's Warhammer Fantasy, obviously. Like, it's one of the kids away from.
No, he's just in a weird position.
Alright, I guess we probably need to go, though, because the kids will be up early, no doubt.
Oh, probably.
We'll be dealing with that.
I haven't done all of this here. Oh. I've done it, or I've started this character. I don't know if I care for it.
I think I managed to break my camera somehow.
Oops.
Deactivate? No, I'm not showing deactivate. Activate.
Which camera? Like
The full screen camera.
Oh, dang.
Ah, there we're back. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a lot of words to install it, but trust me, if you've never played Warhammer Online, it's a fun game. And it's free, I guess, now, because obviously it's discontinued, so you're playing on an emulated server, but I think it's worth doing if you've never played it. I enjoyed it. I played a warrior priest, and there's like 10, I want to say there's like 10 different classes. Because, yeah, there's about 10 different classes, because the Empire get like 4 classes, like warrior priest, bright wizard, and then you get like elven classes like high elf, archmage. Then you get the dwarves like slayer. I think there's about 4 classes. Sorry, there's like 4 races per side. Like the order, which is the good guys, get like human, dwarf, and elves. And then the chaos get like undivided chaos, they get dark elves, and they get orcs. It's good. It's good. Love Chaos Dwarfs, which Age of Sigmar got them. Well, I mean, fantasy's coming back, right? So. Alright. I'm getting the beer burps.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
So I think I'm going to bed. Guys, thank you so much for all the support tonight. Thank you so much for the support this entire year. Support this entire year has been pretty crazy. This is probably the best stream of the year, or probably the best stream I've ever done. What did it say? It got 32 new memberships. And like $279 in super chat. Yeah, it would be the best stream I've ever done. Thank you, guys. I ain't rich for the old world either. I haven't either, but like if you just want a free game you can play, like an MMO, and you can level up in, then I think you could do a lot worse than the remaster of Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning, and it's free because it'll be an emulated server. I'd say check it out. Mario says thanks for hanging out. Mario, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out yourself. Leave a like on the video before you go if you haven't done so already. Thank you to everyone that supported the channel, supported the stream tonight. Much appreciated. If there was a question that I missed tonight, because let's be fair, I haven't been keeping up with 100% with chat, so I probably have missed some questions. You can just leave me a comment or click on the About section of the channel and send me an email. I'll see if I can get reply to your question, because I'm sure there's probably a question that I missed tonight. All right.
You've got a
I've got a sticker on me. Yeah, I found it on my slipper. So I took it off my slipper and put it on myself. It is a sticker of a cat in a car.
No, it's a raccoon.
A raccoon in a car, sorry.
With a Christmas
Semantics. Tree. With a Merry Christmas.
I think it's Annabella's.
So I think I stepped on it.
It's alright.
I picked off my slipper and stuck it to myself. It's fine up.
It's alright. I just didn't know if you knew.
Yeah, I knew. I'm looking at myself on the screen. Yeah, I knew it was there.
Well,
alright, guys. Have a great evening. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.
Yeah, look, I don't know what he's... Check. Because I'm like, where is he? He's there.